Hello and welcome to Perilous Pursuits, a live D&D podcast where a bunch of us nerdy-ass friends sit around a Zoom call and play D&D. Tonight we follow a fledgling group heading north into Icewind Dale. Warning, some content may not be suitable for all audiences.
Do we all want to roll a d20 and see who gets to do the recap?
That seems a little leading, to be honest.
I think Ray should be disadvantaged just because of his name.
I'm rolling this up.
I got great.
I got him too.
I rolled a 5. I got a roll in your box, and he rolls a 2.
Hey, look, we really. Oh, what did you roll, Gord?
14.
Oh yeah, it is a recap.
It's okay. You just listened to it today.
So
Yeah.
did I.
I don't remember what happened.
We agreed that we were going to help them out by clear cutting the city.
Yeah.
What happened last time?
Your idea. To help with the
Trying to remember
proving
where
that they weren't going to have any problems with the moose.
We started in the cave, right?
Yeah.
Spencer, just take over.
Yeah, you're way better at this than I am.
Nope.
No, it's
Guys
a
can play
recap.
every
We all
time.
know it's a
We'll do it
recap. You
first.
should prepare for your job, man.
I did listen today.
You have one job.
How can you forget?
Hours. I listened to it. I listened to it at 5 in the
I thought
morning.
I had
driving
bad
in there.
memory.
How many drinks did you have today?
Not enough. I need another one.
You want some scotch? Maybe it'll help loosen things up.
Pour a little in.
Pour a little and give the man some
No,
scotch.
I don't want to. Beer.
Oh, your beer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have some scotch later.
We started by sleeping, I think. Didn't we? We started by sleeping.
Yeah.
And
We were butt resting.
we were butt resting.
Yes, we were
Oh,
butt
yeah. Yanni was really fucking smart. He was throwing these and knives around.
Yeah.
These and knives and butts and
And
beats.
butts and
Bears, beats, butt resting.
Butt
Battlestar Galactica. I remember that.
Someone asked me.
Butt rested.
We are butt resting.
and then everyone else was sleeping, and I met the moose, and he was okay. He didn't kill us.
Yeah, Knuckles.
And then Quincy named the moose Knuckles, and
Man, a ghost. Elf ghost in
Yeah.
the forest.
then
He
we
opened
wandered
up
through
the moose opened up a store
way
at
longer than we
Pacific
should
Center
have
here.
because I didn't take control. So
Mm.
we just wandered through the forest following that fucking cat for extra hours. Barely got back to town by nightfall. But during our journey, we met a weird undead elf chick who nearly killed us all.
Nearly did kill the cat.
And
Next day.
then once we succeeded in that battle, just barely, we proceeded forward under my control, and I got us to town. And when we got back to town, we went to that really tiny mayor's house and spent the night there. We haven't yet spoken to the tiny mayor, though. We're going to do that this morning.
Oh, we laid a trap for their kids.
No, the guys didn't want me to children. I don't know why.
He's gonna cut him in half with their bear trap.
Give the kids a haircut, just choke right on top of their
They're
head.
halfway go on right into it.
Save the moose, kill the children.
Yeah.
And we spent a lot of time debating how we're actually going to prove what we did. And we don't have any way to prove it.
We were going to stay in town,
Yeah. If
and the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
I remember that.
That's kind of where we left it. We didn't really have a good plan. And now it's
then
the next morning.
No, we discussed we're just gonna go. I mean, there's no reward or anything for it.
There was supposed to be a reward.
Was there?
Yeah. Just that Ponto didn't think we needed the reward.
Oh, now it's back.
For once, everyone agreed with Ponto.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't think I need a reward. I've got this sled now.
Yeah, we were going to take your cut out because you got that fancy sled. It was divided by the rest of us.
I think I should get
Also-
double because I'll take his cash
Really,
since I'm pulling the sled.
thing we did, And then I realized how bad Quincy is, and now I don't feel so bad.
Well, fuck you.
Your derailing isn't quite.
Yeah,
as
my
much.
derailing doesn't feel bad anymore. I thought about Torval, and then I thought about Quincy, and I thought, no, Mike deserves it.
Just wait till you meet Erdan.
So we'll pick up from sleeping in the guest quarters of the mayor in Lonelywood. You guys are settled in for your long rest.
We're all sleeping. I don't think we're actually taking watch, right?
No, I think it's his turn to take watch.
I think you actually all decided to just go the frick to sleep
I
after
did.
you got like
Yeah.
lost in the woods.
He was still making noises.
Yeah, you were
Fucking
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ponto was like, I've got an hour or two to spare. I got
I
ding,
took
ding,
0
ding,
damage,
ding,
so-
ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding.
Ponto's tinkering.
I said to Ponto, do you need help? Do you want me to help you build your guy or whatever? You're like, no, it's a magical thing. I don't need any help at all. It's not actually like a physical thing I need tools for. And then in the middle of the night, I bang, bang, bang. And what the
Pot
fuck?
lid over the bed.
You assume that I'm rebuilding Jogsaw.
It's just got a pot lid. Just making noise.
I put the gem in the bag, and I'm working on something else right now.
Yeah, Quincy's shield and a hammer.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's kind of like a 3D printer. You set it overnight. And
Yeah.
And it only bothers you if you hate the sound of.
Is that what it
For
sounds like?
16 hours.
The neighbor behind
Is
me
it
has
noisy,
one, and I can
noisy,
hear
or-
it through his walls.
Yeah, it's
Probably quieter ones and stuff too, right?
Did they work out in the cold?
no.
Just put it outside.
Just put it in the garage.
Put on your
Just,
neighbor's roof.
So if it cools down too much, it'll like fall off just because it isn't like melted to it. So
Put it down here.
Yeah.
Put it in Will's bedroom.
Well, he's the one who wants to get it. Put it right there.
3D print a woman.
Parts of one.
Parts of a woman.
Pocket pussy.
There's another edit I have to do.
Bird's already going weird science on us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a great movie.
Blinded me with science.
That was a great movie. I'm surprised you know it.
What are you talking about? I was a teenager when that came out.
No, you weren't.
I would've
was
watched
a
that
teenager
over and
when
over.
that came out.
Yeah, I was a teenager. What are you talking about? Ray, you're still a sperm, I think.
It was on Showcase
Yeah,
over and
you
over.
were
or
like a
something.
fucking.
It was on late 19.
You were a
You
dream.
you know that, right?
You were a dream in your dad's bag.
My goodness. Can't leave this alone.
Those looks don't get old. Those looks just last.
Yeah, that's true.
So you guys are resting. Ponto's making a bit of noise.
Weird science.
Ting, 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 ting.
Hey, if Kelly LeBrock's over there, I'm coming over.
Pardon?
See, you didn't watch the movie.
I didn't hear you. That's why I
Oh,
said
yeah,
pardon.
If Kelly LeBrock is over there, I'm coming over. Flooding or not.
How long do you stay awake, Ponto, making or working on whatever artificer things?
not too long.
Yeah.
Just hour, maybe 2.
Okay.
Just enough to
Do
irritate
you
us
want to
all.
make a tinkering check then to see how well that hour goes as your eyes begin to
While
get
he's
heavy?
doing that, Quincy's gonna make a tinkling check.
Sure, make your bladder check. I mean constitution check.
A 9 plus.
You have good con.
I do.
Look how areas are close.
Wow. Okay. 14 actually.
It's crazy.
So you've locked it down for the night.
Mission.
Maybe it's the
Get a
crystal
belly.
sitting in the right spot. It's just maybe it's off just right.
It's like, yeah, it's like for some reason it's not.
Yeah, exactly. It's like twisting around the right way. What was your
Folded over.
what was your tinkering?
Wait till that
Dirty 20.
pull that cork out.
So yeah,
Like
you-
everywhere.
your hours are very useful and eventful to you. And you're
That's for
tinkering.
today.
Yeah, I know. Time has
like,
not been
is-
there.
So what are you doing for the 2 hours? Are you working on rebuilding Toxol, or
No, I'd be working on the memories.
just working on the Vambrace?
Just with it not being as effective as I wanted it to be the day before, take it off and rework it and try to figure out the best method to up my armor a little bit.
Okay.
We gotta get you better armor, eh?
Absolutely.
Well, if we do all these jobs for free, that's going to be kind of difficult.
Well, I have the money. We just need to go to a not backwater town to do it.
Hmm.
Maybe this halfling guy used to be an adventurer. You buy his armor from him or something.
So the evening goes by. The snow is falling outside. The wind is actually quite a bit down tonight. It stopped rattling just after Ponto went to bed. You guys wake up in the morning. Maximus and Yeti, you can both roll a d20. We'll see what kind of weather we have.
6, 3.
Awesome, that's fantastic.
Gotta get rid of those 3s.
Yeah.
On weather.
Yeah.
You guys wake up. It is definitely gray out and dark, as per the usual sort of traveling. You kind of are just slowly waking up. Quincy sleeps in a bit, just maybe it's the crystal in the right spot, and man, he had a great sleep. Either that or it was all that physical exercise in the snow he got. Walking
Chasing
around,
the
chasing
shield.
smoke. Smoke is literally every hour he gets a little bit closer to the fire because it's slowly dying down, and then he'll get up and stoke it and then just relaxes again.
Couple of burn marks on my feet.
Yeah,
Too close.
exactly. And the morning comes, and as the gray slowly appears,
The gray?
the gray of the sky, not as in the gray as the person.
Gildor the Gray?
No, it's just the gray. The gray of the sky just looms more, and you just see more and more cloud, and a heavy snowfall is happening this morning.
Come on, guys, the snow's fresh. And then Quincy grabs his shield.
Can't make a constitution check because you haven't peed yet tonight.
Oh, shit.
Do it at disadvantage.
Here it comes.
I walk away before I... Oh,
14.
nice.
Remarkably rock solid.
Wait till I hit that yellow snow.
You guys hear a rap on the door.
It's like a rocket.
Into the wind.
It's raining outside, guys. You guys hear a knock on the door in the morning.
Oh. Door up.
Oh, and in front of you guys, you see
Is it food?
Nimsy. No, there's no food.
Oh.
He says, sorry, guys, I got in quite late last night. A bit of trouble with the hunters. They got ran over by that moose, and they barely made it out with their lives. You guys are okay, though. Everything went well with you?
Yeah,
Did
you
you-
don't,
did you
you
get
don't
that
need
moose?
to deal with the moose anymore. We solved the whole problem thing.
Oh,
And
you
I
did.
got a sled. Look, you don't have to worry about that either. I know you were hunting.
good. I wasn't worried, but thank you. Yep, that's
What?
great. It's appreciated, you guys. So you took care. You do you have the head or the antlers or something like?
I don't know.
Even
We
better,
didn't-
we have wood.
Oh, it's master, and now it's agreed to leave.
Just okay, and then as he's the door's open, he's like, it's cold out there, and he closes the door and walks in. He's like, so you killed the master of the moose,
Yeah,
the moose master.
We solved the problem.
You solved the problem of the moose,
Yeah, we killed Knuckles Master.
and he's just like, and he looks kind of over at Ponto. He's like, So you killed the moose's master, and the moose's name is Knuckles.
I push Ponto forward.
Like he's done taking this version of the event. He's like, okay,
We all take a
someone
step
more
backwards,
my
except Ponto.
Let's go.
So he's not entirely crazy on this.
Well, there usually is truth in all crazy, but
That's fair.
What? You call me crazy now?
Absolutely not. I would never dream of it.
I don't know if I should make you make a deception check on that or not.
Look, young man.
You're doing great, Ponto. Keep it up.
So it turns out that the moose was sort of brought here by a druid of some sort, and was being controlled through some magics to really go and mess up things around here. So it took a little bit to track everything down and figure out what we should do. It didn't really seem that the moose was bad. Sort of look over towards Yeti, a little bit of regret.
I thumbs up. You're doing great, Ponto.
The moose wasn't really bad. It was just being controlled. So we dealt with the control issue, and the moose has agreed to stop harming any of the townsfolk that are doing any logging or anything. And it says the moose was going to head back further north. So unless you go way north, I don't think that you're going to have a problem with them again. So
Yeah, and you should stay out of that grove there that we saw him in, right?
Yeah, that area that you guys don't really want to go to, don't go there.
That was an excellent recap there.
The northeast corner of the Lonelywood.
The area nobody ever wants to go, just keep not wanting to go there.
yeah, don't really know what brought us to go to that point where everyone was saying don't go there. It's not really where you want to be, but we went there.
I
dealt with your
stuff
problem,
to it.
so yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
Talked to a fox or something, and it told me how to go there.
Like I said, there was a lot that happened. He's very talented in talking to animals. I don't entirely understand it, but
Okay, so you went to the northeast corner where we normally go, where we told you probably not to go. You found the moose there. You found someone who was controlling the moose through magic.
Mm-hmm.
You stopped that person.
Mm-hmm.
We were that close to getting some goat's milk too. Very close.
You see Nimsy just look way up at Smoke. He's like, huh.
The moose told us that he was being controlled into hurting the loggers, and that he's not interested in doing that so long as you resume a reasonable amount of logging.
Well, it's what we try and do here. It's
If you don't
winter a
ramp up,
while. I mean, we have to cut wood to heat our homes and everything.
but as long as you don't ramp up crazy beyond what you were used to doing, you should be fine.
Okay.
I'll sort of go back to like defending the town towards Yeti and being like, it's the winter's fault. Like they said to us that they like do their planting and everything when the frost goes away, but this winter that just keeps lasting, like they're really being put in a situation where they have to do this.
Yeah, well, that's our next step. Kill winter.
Have you
Fake winter.
have you considered
Timeshares.
conserving the wood and maybe taking a night off where you don't burn any wood? You know, like I've heard some towns do.
We do once a month on the new moon. We stop burning the wood in hopes to appeasing whatever is controlling.
Has it been
this.
working?
Once a month is oral day.
Yeah. So glad I wasn't taking it.
It's just like being married.
Oral day? That's about right. Except for all you newlyweds out there.
Life lessons here. Life lessons. Yes. Once a month on the new moon, we stop burning firewood
To appease.
to appease the winter.
And
It
have you
has
seen
not
any
been.
benefits from that?
No, it's still winter. Hey, kind of just sorry. It's
So
been a
maybe
long night.
maybe if you did it twice a month.
It's just like talking to your wife.
Maybe on the
man. It
15th
just
you could have
doesn't
anal
work
day.
We're gonna make it through tonight.
I was so subtle.
He's just snuck that right in.
Oh,
Just leave it alone.
Also, I feel like you should make a charisma check with advantage from the help of the rest of your group.
They're helping me.
I think I give him disadvantage.
Well, you're definitely distracting him, so he's not maybe following the
So,
whole conversation.
I gave him advantage, you gave him
Yeah,
disadvantage.
so it just
cancels it out.
You give him vantage.
Yeah.
he takes the climb
Natural
back.
20.
Nice.
+0.
Yeah.
So he's nodding along. He's like, "Oh, yeah, that makes sense." And brought stuff back from this person you killed.
I got a sled.
Yes, you have a giant.
Maximus
metal
got
shield.
holes.
Maximus got holes.
He got a couple extra holes.
Didn't you guys mention you fought the moose before you got here and he got hit?
Yeah.
Not after.
Yeah, that was unrelated.
Mhm.
So that 19's dropped down to, or that 20's dropped down to a
Yeah,
19 now.
What?
We don't have a lot of proof.
So do you have any proof of this master you took care of?
We
Did
took
you want his head?
I got this really cool ball. It's a magical ball. It's got the knucklehead trout on it.
And the bow. You gotta get a string for the bow.
Yeah.
We did bring some things back from the area that this druid was camping in, but anything from her really didn't seem worth us taking. I'll sort of like take out the
Maximus.
hammer. We got the hammer from here, the shield, the bow that doesn't have a bowstring. We still have a couple of the silvered arrows.
Incense thing,
We have the
imaging.
censure.
My magic cup of goat's milk.
Maximus thought the place was built by wood elves, but I told him they were all stone statues, not wood statues.
He's like, oh,
The natural
okay.
20 has dropped down to a 17.
And he's just like, he's getting more and more perplexed. He's like, okay, well, you know, we promised you a reward for the efforts, and obviously you guys did amount. Obviously you've done something. I mean, it's been a few days since the other hunters came back, and they had that encounter with the moose. Like, so it must have happened after that, I assume. Like, how many days ago was this?
Last night.
Yesterday.
It's always good to leave things like this to the professionals.
It's true.
So you did okay. Well, that the timelines kind of sync up then, because it was a couple days, but like a day before that the hunters straggled in.
Yeah, like I said, you won't have a problem with the moose. And that's the important part.
And he's like, okay, and just give me a second, I'll find your guys' reward in my house. And he just kind of like, just, you know, if to make some breakfast, you guys need to eat breakfast, so do that, and then I'll be right back.
Actually, your kids gave us breakfast last time we were here.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay.
First night's free.
Don't step on that round metal thing by the door, though.
They were amazed at the food.
Yeah.
And
Break
you
out some of
you
those good berries.
Hear the door.
Well, they are very small.
He shuts
they don't
the
need a
door,
lot
and
of
you can
food.
hear
Where's the little
walks
old
into the
shrub guy?
We left him behind.
What?
We should have taken him with
I
us.
thought you did take
He
him.
followed us.
I asked
He
him
did
if
not.
if he wanted to come with us. He didn't want to.
Oh. I thought you were going to exploit him and sell good berries on the side.
We'll leave it alone.
Nope. I wouldn't do that.
So you hear Nimsy just kind of walk over to the other house, and you hear the of the door as it slams shut again, and you kind of hear some rustling.
They don't have any stuff. Should
Hey,
we take money from
Smoke.
them?
Yeah.
Smoke.
Yes, Quincy.
You like goat's milk, right?
Absolutely. Do you have some?
Yeah, well, the only place we're gonna get goat's milk is in the mountains around here. They have these things called mountain goats. And then we can find thick slides up there, dude.
Is it,
Gnarly.
is it warmer up there in the mountains?
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
The higher you go, the better.
Smoke,
I
can
say
you
let's
make
go.
Yeah,
It would be closer to the sun, I guess.
That's
You can make persuasion.
that makes sense. It's closer to the sun.
Oh, that is true.
18 plus 6.
You absolutely does not matter what you roll.
Let's go.
You believe, Quincy, that the taller you get on the
Checks
mountain,
out.
So
the
tempted to
warmer
cast
it
guidance.
gets.
I would pull you up there,
Just
Quincy.
Like that makes complete sense because when you get farther into the valley where I live, like it's usually a little colder, and when you get to the top, it's always warmer.
Yeah, the heat takes longer to get to you.
That's what Smoke thinks.
Oh man.
And you hear the Nimsy's door open again and slam behind, and walks back down, knocks on the door. Door opens and shuts. He's like, "Well, you guys have well earned your pay. We thank you for your effort," and hands out a giant bag of coin because he's a halfling, so it's a giant bag.
Ponto, since you're the leader, I think you should take that.
Yep.
He swings his hand over to Ponto.
Where did this money come from?
Giant bag of coin.
The coin came from the town.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Shouldn't the guy with the giant bag get the
And I'll put it in my giant bag of holding.
And you guys have successfully
Like give them back
Been
some of the money
paid.
or what?
No, we need it to buy Ponto some better armor.
You said they can't afford food though.
What?
You told me they can't afford food.
I said they probably don't have a lot of food.
Oh, but they have a lot of money.
They might.
Obviously.
All right.
They're trading. They just might need to go to a.
They can chop wood.
Hey, do you have any full plate armor that fits you?
you like look. No, I'm
Yeah.
the mayor. What?
Yeah, but
why do I have plate armor?
Mayors often used to adventure. I've seen it dozens of times.
Yeah.
Dozens, you say? Sorry, no,
Okay.
I don't carry armor of the sort. We tend to move light here.
Where would a halfling find armor in the 10 towns?
Maybe one of the bigger towns like East Haven, on Brinshander for sure.
Oh, okay.
Maybe even Targos. I don't know.
Crap.
Oh, we were just there.
Well, we got to go back through that anyway, right? You can go anywhere else.
Where are you?
Encore tour.
Yes, I can do that.
I don't understand why you don't build your towns up on the mountains. It's freezing down here.
Can you make it bigger?
That's what she said.
We started in the Targos, so it'll be a little bit till we get back there again.
And we're in
You're in
Lonelywood.
Lonelywood.
So not
So we could just
We
go
could
around the
go
north
this
side.
way.
Yeah, we just go around the north side of the lake. Or across the lake
to
because it's
Bremen?
frozen.
It is frozen.
Just keep the lake to our left.
Well,
Not
there's
frozen all the way through.
It's not frozen in the center. We still fish in it every now and again.
Yeah, we just keep the lake on our left. I like that.
keep
can't
on your
lose the
right,
lake.
and you should get back to Turlimate.
Still pissed.
Don't look at me.
How do you lose a lake?
And you lose a lake.
So we have to go through Targos to
But
get
this
to anywhere.
Kelvin's Karn place looks like it's pretty high up.
I
I bet
like-
there's mountains
I
there.
like that, Quincy.
Okay, how about this? We go to Tourmaline, we go to Targos, we go to Bryn Shander, we make our way all the way over to Cardinaval, and then we go to Kelvin's Karn.
Do we not go to Caer Konig
Yeah, might as well go there.
in the middle of that?
If you guys insist.
Now, wait, if we're going that far, we've got to make a stop at Good Mead.
I mean, that's clearly the target, isn't it? Isn't that why we're all here?
What about Dugan's Hole?
You produce Dugan's
Who's
Hole.
Dugan? What's
Maybe-
Dugan look like?
Maybe there's some oral there.
Dugan's Hole.
No, it's kind of a little tiny town
that's
at
a
like the end
stretch.
of the road.
Bit of a hole.
It's if you thought Lonelywood was small,
Okay.
it's like a third of that size. It's not very big.
So
Virgin territory.
is big. And then East
Bryn
Haven is
Shander's,
big?
well, I would say probably East Haven and Bryn Shander are about the same size, but
Oh, wow.
Bryn Shander typically is the main town. If everything goes to shit here long enough, we'll all end up there.
And Chander's a city.
It is.
What town did the winter start in? Or where did the winter start from? Or did it just blanket everything at once?
No, it slowly rolled in from the north and then just stayed.
Oh.
It just hasn't left. To be honest, I don't even know what season it is anymore. I just know it's winter outside. And
What
we
season
do
was it
have-
when we left Neverwinter?
It was definitely late fall.
Oh.
So I mean, it is winter potentially, definitely up here. I typically send a few messages off to Bryn Shander when we get some stuff done in the town that's big enough where we stop letting people die. I need a name for you guys.
Well, we're known in other towns as Maximus and the Miners.
Oh, okay.
You want me to
What-
sign you an autograph?
It's not really true.
We could still drink in your tavern, so we're not minors.
Sure, yeah.
I apologize for my traveling companions. Sometimes they get a little bit lost in their thoughts.
What?
They're good. They're good people, though.
You got a good head on your shoulders.
Do you need anything brought to Bryn Shander then?
No, we have our own methods of relaying messages through the towns. Each mayor is allotted a book that allows us to communicate with the heads of council there. So I saw your guys' name from Turlemaine, actually. They told me that you guys helped them out there.
Oh yeah, we played a
With
show
the line.
there. A couple of shows actually.
I don't care. I mean, great. Thank you for helping them with their morale.
It was
more-
really up and down, to be honest.
But I'm happy to sign a harmonica here. You want me to? It's signed.
Yeah, I'm good. I just needed a name. I'll include Ponto and
Yeah, just cut Ponto
You
and the
know,
Miners, actually, is the name we're going with.
you're
Ponto and the
Maximus,
Miners?
right?
That's right.
Oh, cute.
Yeah,
Cute.
we're-
I get it now. I get it.
Ponto's Pontoon is what our group is actually called. Ponto's Pontoon. Yeah.
Ponto's platoon.
Ponto's plantoons.
Plantains. Ponto and the plantains.
Ponto platoons.
Wow.
They're good people. They're good.
You
people.
see him write Maximus and the Miners on like a little
That's
piece
right.
of scrap
Oh, God.
paper. He's like, "Oh, okay, I got it." You guys are okay. Like everything's good here.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
freaking
yeah.
cold.
Yeah.
Any other work need done around here?
The people not dying was the important one. Once everybody works together, we'll be able to start shipping a bit more wood again to help people keep warm at night. That's where we've been making. That's where most of this gold, the gold that Ponto got. That's most of where that came from. But
From selling lumber?
yeah,
Firewood?
it's a pretty good commodity. Not as good as whale oil, but you know,
I got some of that.
Is it stupid to travel across the lake?
For you, yes. We don't
You're a
have
big boy.
boats that are stable enough. They're more for people like him, and not so much him. And
But we have these
not
snowshoes.
Yeah.
We have snowshoes.
Yeah, they work great in the snow when you're walking on the road, so you don't get.
Can
Especially
you teach
in
me
this
how
shit.
to follow a lake?
Well, you point a hand out in the direction of the lake.
Uh-huh. And then it just disappears.
That's powerful magic, my friend.
That
D&D
is
physics.
Some D&D physics for you.
Okay.
Well,
I guess we're leaving town then, eh?
I'd like to see that scrim shop or whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah.
The tourist
The
shop.
The Lucky Scrimshaw or
The scrim shop.
Lucky Scrim?
Oh yeah.
We have not been
They
in
had
there.
You were looking for
you could only get in this town.
trinkets, right?
I was looking for a nice piece of artistry that from the region.
I thought you found that was the cup.
He needs a curly straw that goes around his eyes and then into the cup.
we
The 2000 or whatever.
typically do a whole lot of that, but we do a lot of carving and like some of the things we make here are well known.
That cup would
Can we
be pretty
buy a
good.
bowstring here?
I don't really.
Got a whale gut, maybe.
Probably
You
not.
must have.
Like
You must have hunters' ears. They
I
must.
mean, yeah, but we typically keep it for like
well, they
when
have
we
to.
go hunting.
Yeah, but they have to replace their strings. Like
Yeah, but we. You're going to the Happy Scrim Shander?
Yeah.
Okay. So give me 10 minutes. Let me talk to some of the hunters and
Maximus has a lot of money too. He
Well,
can overpay.
Maximus has these nice strings on his guitar. Maybe that would work.
My guitar.
On your guitar.
there's Gator. So do you guys need directions for the Scrim Shander?
I think
Do
we
you
passed
know-
it when we first came in. It's just a
There's only like 4 buildings in this
little
town.
over
isn't there?
towards the lake and a bit south, I think.
North actually. It's
Yeah.
on the way
We're
to
leaving. Right.
yeah, the north is not where you want to go. Or north is where you want to go, not south. So when you go around, it's about like the 5th house on your right, as long as you keep the lake on your left. You know.
I'm kind of
Let's-
running ahead, telling the guys to hurry up.
2 houses south of the Lucky Liar, actually. If
Okay, we know where that
want
is.
to go.
That's
Okay.
perfect. then.
Yeah,
Andrew,
give me 10 minutes and I'll see if I can find a bowstring.
You're gonna meet us there.
I'll send one of my kids.
Okay.
Let's go.
Really, I appreciate you going the extra mile and helping this town out. Like we can't keep losing. These people have families. It's so appreciated.
of course, it's one of the things that we're doing where we all have a little bit of business going through the 10 towns, but you know, we're here to help people. So I can't imagine how tough it's been going through this winter as you have. So
Especially
And
being
then-
as small as you are.
he is perfectly sized, right?
No, I mean,
Monstrosity of
I'm
a
not saying
man.
there's anything wrong with his size. I'm just saying he's very small.
Fight!
And he's like, right. So you guys are leaving here. we got to clean up. You guys are good. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Give me 10 minutes, and I'll send one of my kids down to the Scrimshander.
All right.
If that's where you're going.
As we're walking, I'll just try to say thank you to a guy for like 15 minutes and see if he needs anything else. And all of you keep on interrupting me.
Not really. It's
No.
pretty flat.
I wanted to give him back his money, and you were like, "No, I want armor."
What happened to you guys overnight? You want to help people in this town now? You don't want money? Who are you people?
I always
What
wanted
did you
to
do
help
with my
them.
friends?
I just didn't want to
That
help
was
them.
the bourbon talking.
Yeah.
I
think we
know,
need
I
to-
gotta pee like a fucking racehorse.
You
now.
haven't peed in like
I
3 days.
know.
Oh my God, that's the
bit.
I like
And
the idea
guys-
of Ponto and the loggers.
He's just doing the finger dance as he's running to the nearest set of woods. And you kind of see him hike up all his gear, and then you just see this funnel of steam hit this tree, and it's just like this like evaporating mist of urine that's just like, and you see the branches are starting to green up, and like snow's falling off, and
Quincy
it's
moves
he's
back a
like,
couple feet from the pressure.
And Quincy's
Be
like
able
sitting
to-
there.
Control water.
Yeah,
That's what he's doing. You're like,
God!
Acid
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah.
The vocal and somatic components. Go!
Quincy finishes peeing and watering that tree for the first time in years. Instantly, 2 minutes after you're done, it's like
Strip
just
the
like
bark off
frozen in like the weirdest patterns of dripping urine off like
Oh,
branches
lovely.
and snow piles.
it's the
It's
urine
like
scheme.
he kind of like looks at it after he's done. He's like, "Oh,
As we're all bundled up, is there anybody around that saw that?
Yeah, let's find out. Let's make a roll.
two people are like." And you see Quincy
They're good
finish up,
people.
and he's like this, and
Good
then you
people.
just see this little pile of snow. As it magically goes and kind of covers the pile he's made, he's like, much better. Hey, he's like, oh, as he rejoins your group, he's like, oh, I have not peed in so long, and it's so long, and so long. And it gets lost in thought as you guys head north.
What do you mean, Quincy? You peed this morning.
Did not pee this morning.
Okay, so we're heading back to Targos then through
And
Tourmaline.
we're at the Scrimshander.
Oh yeah, right.
I burst into the room.
Looking at art.
Yeah. I'm just moving you guys back.
He's right over there.
My keys.
So you guys make it up to the Happy Scrimshaw
That's where my keys
or
are.
Scrimshander, and you walk in the door, and a human is standing behind the desk. She's kind of a spinster, wiry hair and kind of like dingy looking clothes, but just ornate trinkets and like carvings of fish. And there's one of a moose, and then there's like this wooded scene.
Does Quincy recognize this woman?
Roll a d20.
What?
You've never been up
No,
this
you
far
don't
north.
recognize this woman.
What the color is the moose?
All the way from Schultz.
I didn't live
She
in
was
Tult.
looking for Tultu and landed here.
Yeah.
She kind of peeks up over her little glasses. Says, oh, hello.
Oh, hi there, sexy lady.
And she kind of just rubs her eyes and goes, "Oh, that's you." It kind of like brings up her shawl a bit and kind of tucks some blankets over her, and she's like,
Hey Quincy, did you know chlamydia is on the rise in the elderly? Yeah, no, it's
"True story, 2021."
Yeah, it's true.
I never heard of that creature. Is it up north?
What's in here for? You sexy lady.
Oh God!
Down,
I
boy,
leave.
down.
I'm out of here.
Like, well, the prices of everything just went up a bit. She kind of gets a bit flushed. She's like, not sure my husband will like that.
Oh,
Oh, threesome. That sounds great.
Prices just keep going up. It's great.
Madam, I don't know who that is, but
I've never seen this man before.
As you
I'm
all
looking
walk
for-
together while talking.
Yeah.
I'm looking for some local artistry here, and I heard this is the place to come.
Oh, well, we do have quite a bit of things and odd items, that's true. Everything has been made here by the folks. Is there something particular you're looking for?
Get the moose.
Something worthy of a very a tremendous gift.
Knuckles.
Get the moose.
Well, if you're looking for like a souvenir, it's something we can probably have. We are known for the woods here, which is quite remarkable for this far north.
The painting of the moose. What color is the moose?
It's brown.
Oh, okay.
Is it painting?
Oh no, it's like a carving.
Yeah,
carving.
the
like-
moose carving.
It's a fairly large.
I'm
like 1 foot.
gonna pick up the moose carving and
Is
kind of
it
look at it.
Careful, if you break it, you buy it.
I'm gonna charge at Maximus with it.
Smash it in his face.
I'll hold up just before I hit him.
No, you already said you charged at him. Make a dexterity check.
He
As
makes
you know, like
Both of
smoke. And then
Maximus,
if he
does
does
this-
that,
Does this look familiar, Maximus? I'll
as
be
the
right in his
large
face.
lumbering cat goes through the knick-knack shop
Oh,
and stuff
God.
on corners and
All of the
like,
china shop.
Can I cast lightning lure and try to stop smoke?
Is that a
let's
reaction?
let's see your dexterity check for smoke.
Oh, for me. Okay.
Yeah,
Straight dex, or am I doing like a?
just straight dex.
Can you cast reduce?
That is a 13.
Okay, you
could
start
cast
to kind
grease
of
and make
like
it
turning
worse.
and running, and
We're looking at.
Oh man,
Am I chasing him around the shop?
while you're running at it through like weaving through aisles.
And I'll just try to make. I'll try to make the moose sound that I think I know. I'm just like.
As the awful sound comes, you can make your magic check, but I don't know what you use for
Well,
magic.
it's
Wouldn't it be intelligence?
it's a strength save that he does.
Okay, yep.
It's not very strong.
He's not raging, so he doesn't get advantage.
Smoke, you can make a strength check, and Maximus, you can also now make a dex check.
Ooh,
Oh
that's a
God.
21.
So you
Oh.
definitely break through the lightning
It
lure
looks like
part.
a 2 or something. Weird.
Just dex, no skill. Like acrobatics.
Just dex.
Oh, just dex. What's your dex?
I'm
Pretty good.
coming for you, Maximus.
Not necessarily.
Is it a dex save?
No, he said just a dex, so that's 13.
Okay. So
Pretty good.
Smoke rounds the corner as like Maximus, you step out of the way, and he's like continuing on, and you're just kind of bending over. And right as he's getting to the last, is like as he's turning his tail, smacks the edge of these like knickknacks and like this wood escapade that he has on the
Can
shelf.
I be like and try and catch all the pieces?
You can now make, since
There
you
could
moved
be-
out of the way, you cannot touch him. No,
I got him
no, you can't. That's a
from
touch
the other
spell.
campaign.
That's a touch spell, so no, you don't get guidance.
No.
Great.
Great bonfire accidentally.
That's going to do a different effect. But yeah, you can make a acrobatics check.
Thunderclap.
Okay.
Thunderclap.
Oh, I feel one coming out.
So as you see,
They're good
Maximus,
people?
as he's like throwing one of the things,
You
he's
all were
scratching it,
last
like putting
night.
it in.
We
He's
don't know
grabbing
what
the other one.
happened.
You can see there's one bounce.
Wasn't
And
me.
he's like just about to hit the ground. And he reaches down. He's like, Cook
He
grabs it at the
willingly
base. He's like,
Let
he
somebody
sees the lady. He's
me
like,
beg
oh
him.
no, not
Well,
the woods.
We intimidated him, though.
And you could just see the sweat beginning to hit. And she's like, oh good, oh good. Oh.
You
And
get
you can see
I crit.
put them all
I'm a
back,
+4.
and Smoke's like, what did I hit? What that was me? And Smoke, you turn around, is like, oh, it's the tail. I'm sorry, I'm not used to working in these tight spaces.
Is there a spray bottle
It's,
anywhere?
It's
We need to buy a spray bottle and a leash.
the good thing I had a sock on there. It could have been much worse. It's his accent.
Worse.
His
No,
accent.
I
It just
thought-
can't say
I
that.
thought
Some words are
that.
hard to say.
I did thought point that.
So you guys are looking to buy. Well, the moose is quite unique. You see, we've had a bit of trouble with one. So, is that the one you guys want to buy? We do
I would
have
like
some
to buy it.
footage. Okay.
Do you have any white paint?
Knife or
No, but if this, she kind of looks as like,
something.
oh
Should
yeah,
carve a name on the bottom of the moose.
yeah. That
knuckles
one's
on the
only
bottom.
25 gold for that drawing. It's quite good by one of our famous carvers here.
It's scrimshaw, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Valuable.
25.
How much for your moose?
It's 25 gold for the moose.
Oh, just for that move.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you would have dropped the tree escapade, that 200 might have been gone.
We just killed her. I mean,
Let's leave Ponto before anything else happens.
So Smoke, you ask how much it costs, and the lady looks at it. It's like, oh yeah, it's about 25 gold.
in Pato, I'm going to need $3 from my share of that bag that we just got paid. 3 gold.
We're sharing this?
Why,
Yeah,
as soon as we are.
I thought.
Okay, we have to divide that money now.
You want 3 gold pieces?
Yes, please.
Is that what you said? Okay. I will
And I
hand you
got
over
rid
3
of my
gold pieces.
I got rid of my 22, so I have
Okay,
a
so you
moose.
kind of put the pile on the top, and she's like, oh,
Hey,
thank
Smoke,
you.
how are you going to carry this?
It's
For?
great, thank you so much. And she's like, we haven't had any sales in a while.
Is this thing breakable?
It's
made of
pretty
wood.
sturdy. It'll
It's made of
float in the
scrimshaw.
water.
What?
I have a nice shield I can pull it on.
This one is made out of wood, but
Oh.
some of the other pieces, like that, actually, like there's ivory pieces and like pieces made out of bone, which is typically
Whale
a
bone.
scrimshander would make stuff out of bone and ivory.
Uh-huh.
And you don't have any white
Is-
paint.
No, we don't.
How are you going to keep that from breaking, Smoke?
I don't know, but
Bag
thank
of
you for
holding.
the sale. It's quite nice.
Uh-huh.
How heavy is this thing?
Probably weighs a good 10 pounds.
I'm looking for something more in the way of a key fob. You know, like something I can.
This?
Yeah, something I can keep in the palm of my hand.
For
What the
For
fuck
what?
is
A
a key
trinket.
fob?
like just
Drop your pants.
a small
Turn your truck
thing
on
to
and
know that you've been here.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. And she kind of looks over that there's like a top shelf. Well, how much are you wanting to spend?
A couple of gold. Just something, maybe like an earring or.
She kind of looks at your head. Oh,
It's odd shaped, isn't it?
I didn't see another hole to put the earring in, but that's fine. I can do.
I
that
can cut
here,
him a
too.
hole.
There's a few holes in that head, I can tell you.
Definitely, young one. It's fine. There's some trinkets. If you're looking for earrings, and she kind of like, we have a few bone pieces, but they're a little pricey. But it's. She kind of like has like a semicircle, and it's kind of looks like a moon. I would look over, and she's like, "We've got a few moons and just hoops and if that's what you want.
Okay, I look over at them and I see this one that looks like a crescent moon.
Yeah.
And say, how much for that one?
That's cultural appropriation.
It's about 10 gold for that one. It's not.
I'm a moon druid.
This earring's really for you, probably. So like if you're looking just more for like a little
The moony over here would probably like it.
No, I don't want to.
a little trinket, it's we can have like trees or like a
I'm
hair
too
maybe.
burly for something like that.
You're moony.
It's a pinky.
If the moon one, is it like a bone or a scrimshaw?
It's like
I think Yeti has a tramp stamp.
bone
Okay, I'll buy the bone moon.
earring. The bone moon.
Bone
earring.
moon.
The moon bone.
I was gonna say that. So you buy the
For 10 gold.
Moon
for
bone
10
would be
gold.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else looking for something here?
Nope.
Look around.
Do you have any bowstrings?
That kid's supposed to come here and bring us.
Bowstrings, well, I don't really have any, but I do have a bit of leather.
This
Well,
fucking town
thank-
sucks, man. You can't even buy a sled or a bowstring. You can buy trinkets, but that's about it.
What an ass.
You can go.
I kick him.
How the hell do they survive up here?
And she like literally looks at like Smoke and then at Maximus and be like, we sell the goods we make here.
I start dragging the sled outside, and hopefully Quincy's on it.
Quincy's a little bit more of a big city guy. He wants all the bright lights and all the exciting things.
The palm
This is
trees.
a nice place, though. You know, some nice stuff.
We like it. It's quiet.
He lives in the city that has actual power.
Looking around at like the woodwork stuff, is there anything that like looks like a step above in like quality or something like small though?
Yeah, you can make an investigation check. Yeah.
I can investigate things. A 23.
Yeah, you find this small, like, what looks like a winter hair,
It is actually
and like
very heavy.
it's like the detail in the ears and the coloration of the bone must have been just right because it looks like spot on for where it should be. Like the whiskers and the details of like the little holes that must have been drilled in and the fine details of everything's there.
I'll sort of like look at it, but not like touch it, and sort of look around it, and it's like, this one's really interesting. How much is that?
It's a good piece. You have an eye. Thank you. That one I did myself many years ago. Took me about a month.
He's got two eyes.
Exquisite. That's amazing.
It's not bad. You've bought a few other things, so maybe 20 gold will be fine for you.
That's awfully generous. And I'll pull 25 gold out and give it to her.
Oh, thank you. Much appreciated, young ones. That
Thanks.
guy's an ass.
Yeah, he's leaving.
Anything else for you folks?
What?
Been very helpful in my shop. Thank you. Thank you. And you kind of just see her like stand up. Oh, and she kind of bows a little bit. Oh, thank you.
Crack.
I'll be able to buy a little bit more food this week for everyone in my house.
It's our absolute pleasure. And thank you for this work. It's really good.
I don't need my money.
So the druid that's not really obsessed with money
Yeah,
is being rayed over right now
Yeah.
and being obsessed with money.
Ray. Your Ray is showing.
Your
Money,
ray is-
Where do we get that money for that?
I remember another druid who wished for 1,000,000 gold.
Oh, Art almost got it.
Yikes.
He almost sprayed all over your computer there.
At that, you guys are turning and leaving. You see a small little halfling child running. You knew that was happening. Running up, and you can recognize him as one of Mimsy's children. And he's like, "Oh, my dad said he found a bowstring, but you have to talk to the hunters. They're at the Lucky Liar. Sorry. You'll probably have to buy it off of them."
That's the Lucky Liar.
Okay,
Right.
thank you.
Because he had to run from his house to the Lucky Liar, back to his house, back to and find you guys.
Okay, I toss him 2 copper.
He's
Two?
like,
Yeah.
cool. What are these?
Just put them in your pockets and save them till you're older.
Okay. Bye.
They're FGR food.
And he like turns around and
FCG.
FCG
FCG. food,
letters.
Freshly fallen snow.
And you guys see this little halfling kid just take off, and you guys are left outside. The snow is still coming down pretty good. Still morning. What do you guys do?
To the Lucky Liar then, I guess.
Mush.
Yeah, for a breakfast beer.
I mush.
Here on the dog.
Quincy, can you hang on to my moose for me while I pull?
Sure.
Don't lose it. This is
That's
very
weird.
important.
Nice.
Here you go. I hand you a knife, a dagger.
So
Yeah,
Quincy's
Smoke
carve
literally sees
into the
this.
bottom as he's pulling the thingy, and he's facing
He
the
does
other way.
types in knuckles and it makes an arrow to the knuckle.
Yeah,
I totally trust Quincy.
knuckles on the bottom of it.
Yeah,
On the
and
face.
you're like,
I totally trust him.
make a performance check because you're cutting into it as you're moving, so it's
On
gonna
a
be
s-
Oh,
more.
at disadvantage. then,
Yeah, it's a
clearly.
disadvantage.
Oh,
As you're being pulled on a sled?
I didn't say disadvantage.
We did.
Go ahead.
Come on.
Okay, performance, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're good at that too.
16.
Oh, that's pretty
Oh,
good.
that's not bad.
It's still pretty steady and the lines are straight. The moose now says on the belly,
Knuckles.
knuckles.
Nice.
And you guys continue your little journey up to.
Not on the belly, like the base. Sure, it's got a base, I'm sure.
No,
right?
it's like literally like 4 legs down and there's no base. It's like
On the bottom of one of
Wow.
the foot, maybe? Underneath
you just
one
like
of
turn
On
over
the
and
belly.
it's on
Yeah,
the
on
belly.
the belly.
Hence the arrow.
No, it doesn't
No.
mean that.
No. The K is right there at the.
Got it. Thank
And,
you.
and do you actually create a knuckle there, Mike?
What's that?
You actually make a little knuckle there for him?
No, that's fine. Doesn't need it.
It's anatomically correct.
We all know.
So you guys walk into the Lucky Liar and you kind of open the door and there's heat going already. Danae is in behind the bar and there's already the group of hunters and you can see they're bandaged up a bit and one of them's got their arm in a sling and there's only 3 of them there. So
Hey guys.
Montage.
I'll wave at Danae and be like, let's get a round of drinks over here.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no problem.
You guys. When you guys are hunters.
Yeah, we got the contract to go and see if we could find that moose.
My
Oh,
my
knuckles
magic
again.
friend here, he turned the moose into this statue, this wooden statue. He used great power.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I kind of
She
I kind of
looks
go
like
right at him with
already
it.
going like,
I kind of push it towards him to try and scare him with the moose. Right in his
Hey,
face.
I hear you guys didn't have much for luck. Obviously, you must be thinking of retiring your whole hunting thing,
well,
right?
In
it's,
Ponto's vast experience, when you want to buy something off somebody, you don't
You pissed them
often
all off.
insult their occupation. But
You fucking
continue.
losers don't need the bowstring anymore.
Yeah,
You
we
guys-
should
you
have
gotta be
left
so
these guys-
embarrassed.
And I point to Quincy and Smoke. We should have left these guys outside.
I'm embarrassed
Yeah.
for you guys.
Oh shit!
Oh man.
And you can just see them just like, we got attacked by the moose.
A moose.
Got a few good
Got a
shots
bear.
in.
A moose.
Yes.
It's a deer. Big deer.
You know what? Fuck you, old man. And one of them stands up. He's like, really?
And
You're
then
gonna
the drinks show up.
You're going to piss us off and then ask us for stuff.
I didn't say I was going to ask you for anything.
Exactly. You weren't going to ask us for anything. Thanks.
Okay, I don't know these guys, but I got a round of drinks.
Hey, brother.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
Yeah, because it's going to go so much better.
Hey.
After him and the big cat. Yeah, great. Third strike, you're out. Woo.
My tail goes up behind his head, just tickles his hair.
I'm in the market
Again,
for a bowstring.
We
or a
established you
longbow.
don't have a prehensile tail.
Yeah, we got told you needed some help. And
I just need a replacement bowstring for my longbow.
These guys?
you need a longbow string.
Yeah.
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 How much is it going to cost to buy?
Well, I'm buying it from you.
Yeah, I know. I'm asking from you.
It's got to
How
be
much is
pretty
it gonna
expensive,
cost?
yeah.
Well,
I mean, your companions here have made such great acclamations about our work and how we run things here.
Well, I can't say much for them, but I'm a man of my word, and I'm good for the price of a high quality bowstring.
And you see him kind of look over to his friends. He's like, the high quality bowstring. Huh? Oh. And he kind of just looks in his bag and he's like, pulls out a pack and he kind of pulls out one of the strings. He's like, yep, here's your high quality one. Puts it down on the table.
I look it over.
How much for the high quality one?
I look it over. Does it look high quality to
Make
me?
an investigation check.
Oh, no.
Investigation. Pretty good.
It looks like a complete bowstring.
Mm-hmm. That's a 21.
Yeah. You figure it looks like a bowstring.
It's operational.
Yeah.
Do I think it's high quality though?
You want me to check, Maximus?
I got a 21.
Probably done enough smoke.
I mean, it looks like it's in a decent shape. Like it's not used at least.
All right. So
Well, we know it wouldn't be used.
what will you part with it for?
This guy here, the price just keeps going up. That's great.
That was Mike.
That was just mine.
Those are some clean
That's great.
arrows.
This guy here just keeps telling us how good we're doing.
Remind me not to bring you guys shopping when I go for armor.
This is good. We're learning. We're learning things right now.
It's good. Just 5 gold and it's yours.
Okay.
Wow, that's cheap.
I'll pay for it. I understand these guys are, and I'll buy you guys your drinks. So 5 gold. I'll pay him 5 gold and whatever the drinks are for the table.
Yeah, the drinks will cost. So I can't remember what the cost of the drinks were, but we'll
5
say
gold?
2
There
gold
was
to cover
some-
it. 2 gold to cover
Okay.
it.
Okay, so 7 gold total. I'll subtract it. I pay the man.
Yeah, he says thanks. You said it was a longbow, right?
Yep.
Should be fit. Should be all right. He's like, you guys can leave. Like, we don't need to talk to you.
Well, we're gonna finish our drinks.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, you bought us drinks too?
The table, yeah.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
sitting
Sit
with
down
those
with these
guys.
guys.
They take their.
No, we're
drinks.
at our own table.
If you sit down, they take their drinks and get a different table on
Yeah.
the opposite side. That's how much they want to sit down with you.
I don't think they like
I wasn't
us.
presuming to
I
sit
don't-
with them.
Yeah.
They like us.
Drinks for our table. Is that going to cost me more?
Oh no, that's why I said it was 2 gold, because you bought everyone drinks.
That's fine.
Quincy, maybe we could give them some tips on hunting moose.
No,
Maybe it's a good
let
idea.
Smoke just stay here, drink
Let's
your
go give
goat's
them some
milk.
tips.
All right.
You see Danae coming through. He's like, "Thanks for paying. This is why I fucking hate bards. You know you guys are assholes, right?
I paid my tab.
Yeah, at least you're fucking paying assholes, but you're still assholes. You know,
What can
it's
I
not
say?
kind. Like they're trying to do their job too.
What can I say?
Guys leaving today?
We most certainly are.
Oh, yeah. You're going south, obviously.
Obviously.
That's fine. You guys gonna be okay in this shithole outside? It's freaking dumping out there.
Yeah, well, we got these things called snowshoes.
Yeah, we all have snowshoes.
What? Why does he say it's slow every time? Like nobody knows what they are.
Because he's pretty sure they just got invented.
I've never seen them before. Used them one time.
Wore them backwards the first time.
It's like, the big part goes up front. Like,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
and the hook goes up,
Yeah.
not down. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's about a 2-hour jaunt through the woods if you go straight.
Through the woods.
Well, yeah, you gotta go down kind of on the lake side to get down to Tarlamain.
Okay. Is there a way to go straight to Targos?
I mean, you could row a boat.
We'll go through Tarlamain,
That
it's
was
fine.
A bad idea.
I thought
I
it was
mean-
more the other way, but sure.
Yeah, because you could go get on the lake and then row down and then row back in.
No, I want to try these snowshoes out again. I got to put a few more miles on them.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Best of luck to you. You guys.
Maximus and the Miners.
Yeah, I
Yes.
fucking remember who you are.
Good, good.
Sometimes we're
Okay.
known as Ponto and the Lagos.
Ponto and the Pantoons.
And the Pantaloons.
Pantaloons. Pantaloons?
It's gonna be the best.
The
if that
panty
side
liners?
gig is Pontos and the panty liners. And the plantoons and the
Quincy and the
plantains.
moose knuckles.
We're all riding on knuckles.
Pantaloons.
That's our first cover art.
Quincy and the moose knuckles.
Yeah.
Or just Ponto's
Well,
Pantaloons.
best of luck to you.
We are
You know,
truly impacting these towns.
I certainly won't forget you guys in a while, especially.
Well, we might not be
you
back
over there.
through here in a while, but I won't forget it. I've learned a lot, and I've got some things to remember this place by. And
Why don't we give the hunters the 200 gold?
Why? Why the fuck
Do I
would we
hear
do
this
that?
going on?
No, I'm not talking to these guys. I'm talking about them.
Oh, I only have 197 left with the gold.
Why the hell would we do that? They can't even do
Should
their
we give them
job.
100 of it?
Well, Danae, just remember, once you go cat, you never go back.
That's great. I'll never go cat. Never know. It's okay.
No. That's a bad idea. We gotta
Sounds good to me.
go all in. Why don't we use because Smoke and Quincy bothered them, we should probably give their share.
Why would
Somebody's
you,
gonna
as a
stab me
druid,
if I give them money. They're gonna
why
stab
I
would
feel
you
like
as
I
a
don't even
druid
hear
wanna
this
give
'cause
some
I'm-
guys that
Yeah,
kill
you're locked
animals
in.
for a living money?
There's nothing wrong with hunting unless you overhunt.
These guys hunt for money, not for the
They were
food.
hunting to save their people.
We were. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna talk about it.
Mhm.
Danae's like, okay, so see ya. Never again. I don't know. You guys done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, finish our drinks and head out.
really fast.
We
Yeah,
definitely have to come back
we
here.
fixed the moose problem.
You did.
Yeah. So that's good for you guys.
Well, except for this moose.
Christmas. Uh-huh.
You don't happen to have any white paint there, Dene, would you? Like maybe some makeup I could borrow.
Why would I help you?
I don't know.
No on this computer.
Your face is a little pale, so I thought you used a lot of makeup.
No, I just don't get out in the sun very often.
Oh.
As you can see, it's been a little cloudy here lately.
I understand.
Okay, let's go into south.
So I think when we get to one of the bigger towns, we should take some sensitivity training.
Yeah.
Sensitivity training.
Stuff several
Just
guys
how
into a box.
pussy are you?
I'm just thinking, sometimes people like you a little bit more when you don't immediately break their stuff
This
or
is
piss them
why
off.
Mike is a cabinet maker and not an HR rep.
Suck it up and take it.
We need a
That'd
talking
be his
stick.
HR line.
Only the person with the talking stick can talk.
Thanks.
when we're in town.
Whoever's holding the moose.
I think maybe we leave more of the.
I have a feeling your moose is going to get broken into pieces with that kind of attitude.
You take care of that moose, Quincy.
You guys make your way out.
Before we leave, I'd like to make a toast to the adventuring crew. Today is a day of excitement and adventure, a day of possibility and chance. Who are we to deny it our potential? Cheers.
I'm trying really hard to keep a
Cheers.
positive attitude for Ponto. So I just have this like fake smile on my face.
I'd like to inspire my group.
Yeah, we all know what you're doing. Well done.
That was one I wrote myself.
Oh, really?
Well, that's good.
Nice.
You are such an inspiring leader.
So everyone gets a D6 of temporary health.
Everybody gets
Just 6, right?
6 temporary hit points.
Yeah,
Straight up.
what did I say?
A D6.
Oh, no.
I already have
Straight
6.
I already have 6 too.
Well, you would have lost
it
it in your long
long
rest,
rest.
so you get it back again now in the morning.
Okay.
So you guys make your way south of the Lucky Liar down into the main road heading out that you know heads down to Turlemaine.
Put that into your pants, man.
Do we know
What's
what
your-
the ramshackle was?
The ramshackle?
You
Why don't we
knew-
ask somebody?
You guys to try and talk to somebody, but with that attitude, nobody
No.
talks to you.
Good.
Just
I
follow
put
the
on
big
my
arrow to
snowshoes.
Tourmaline.
Yep.
I put on my snowshoes and I start making my way out of town.
Making my way.
When I get to the edge of town, it's going to be like, okay, somebody else take over. But I can find my way through town.
Yeah. So as you exit, obviously the houses slowly stop at the edge of the woods.
Yeah.
You guys are walking and you can hear the snow falling still pretty heavy. But you still are like, you know, this is the road that follows.
So Quincy's going to
Tourmaline.
stand on the shield.
Yep.
And he's going to cast shape water behind the shield to make like a wave. And he's going to practice surfing on the shield.
So every
So
6
every
seconds
6
you move
seconds you
5
go
feet.
5 feet.
An extra 5. Well, he's pulling me. So an extra 5 feet.
So like every 12 seconds you have to make a dex check because smoke's gonna just
You might
hit
fall
that
off.
and you might fall off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't he moves 25 feet around, so this just brings him up to 30 like everybody else?
I move 35 feet around.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Am I moving full speed?
We move 30 now as a group, right?
Yeah, you will all
'Cause you're
move
30
30
now.
feet because Smoke's towing the line with Quincy. And Quincy's like just kind of like at the end, he's like, he gets a little bit of speed and it slows down and starts getting pulled again by Smoke, and then a little bit of slack goes into the line. He gets pulled again.
What are you doing back there, Quincy?
We're just trying some out, practicing for the big
What's
one.
the marching
For the
order
big
here,
one, man.
With a big wave.
for the big one?
Hey, Smoke, we got to work together on finding this lake.
All right.
You can see the lake.
We haven't left the lake.
Okay, I point to
Well,
the
It's
lake.
right there.
What direction's the lake?
It's
Smoke?
right
It's on the
there,
right.
man.
Okay, we both gotta work together to keep an eye on where the lake goes.
Let's focus on the lake.
We'll work together to.
I'm gonna cast guidance on Yeti.
Okay.
Oh, I can't roll any dice tonight.
I will help him to look at the lake.
Help him look at the lake.
Okay.
I see
Point
his head.
his chin towards the lake.
If I
Yeah.
see his head wander, I'm going to point it, change it to the lake.
Okay, so you can roll with advantage and give yourself a D4 for guidance.
Wait,
If you fuck this up, it's going to be amazing.
17 plus something. So that's pretty
You
good.
can just see like smoke doing the little pointer dog. You know, the little pointer dog.
Yeah, straight tail with a.
23.
Yeah.
23 total.
Yeah, so Yeti with Ethan is like, nope, this is where we got lost last time. You continue through the woods. The world around you just gleams as the almost blinding white, shrouded by a feet of crisp, tingling, tightly packed snow. It would be beautiful if not for the penetrating, chill clinging to your face and your garments. You trudge through the snow with wide sweeping steps, carving a route for yourself with painstaking, laborious progress. The snow continues to fall and swirl around on frigid winds, further impeding your momentum as your labored breaths plume before you in the chilled air as you travel from Lonelywood to Turlemaine.
Rush, bitch.
I try to
So
pick it
yeah.
up a little faster.
He's nice. He's nice out here.
So we get to Turlemaine
Yeah.
like 2 hours.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like noon now, and you're like walking in, and you're like, you breeze through that, and you kind of like get here, and you're like, holy shit, guys, this is what it must be because of the map. You've got a map
Yeah.
now.
And
I didn't look at the map.
I think I'm an expert now with the snow shoes.
Absolutely.
No. Shoot.
Yeah, I think I know what I'm doing.
How good is Quincy at surfing now?
You're getting there. You're at least like not. You're able to like catch your balance as like smoke kind of gets the
You can
slack
do
out of the
a
line.
green run,
Yeah,
blue run.
Definitely
black
green
diamonds.
run. There's no black diamonds for him because those are just hospital runs. Straight to the medic. So you know that from the approximation of how long it takes you to go to Turlemaine, that if you continue on, you know that if at least at this pace, it'll take you about 4 more hours, and you could get technically through Turlemaine to Targos in one day.
Yeah, let's just keep going to Targos. I mean, unless there's something that you.
But it's bad weather right now too, right?
Yeah, but you guys are still making really good headway. Like you
Yeah, we're
figured
following
out
the
the keep the lake on the right, follow down the road.
Yeah.
We vote.
Let's go.
Keep going.
What is there in Turlemaine that we still
I'm not
need?
tired at all.
There's a nice inn here, right? This is where the underground inn is, isn't it?
Correct.
It is. We could stop in and visit our friends here, but we can make good time and just continue on.
I'm good either way. I abstain. Because the weather's bad, if something goes wrong, it could really go wrong.
Let's keep our eyes
You think
out
we
for
could
a
wait
certain caravan
an hour
for
and see if the
snow
weather
and
changes?
I don't know. Seems to happen.
Sure,
in
we
the
can
morning.
roll for it. We'll see if
I mean,
roll for it. Yeah.
See if it gets better or worse.
Quincy, you can roll a d20. Smoke, you can roll a d20.
I guess we're doing it then.
We'll see what happens.
Nice.
17.
4.
It lightens up a little bit.
Okay.
It definitely like clears up.
So
a bit. It's still
in that-
coming down.
In that hour that
Yeah.
we're just waiting, can we go and say hi to Marta at the inn?
Absolutely, you guys can. You know where
Go to
the
the inn.
inn is here in Turlemaine. It's called the East Side. Yeah, the East Side.
Yeah.
East
Side in.
So on your almost kind of walking through, you kind of walk through to the eastern portion, and you walk all the way up, and you kind of see the inn as you guys kind of like bang on the door and kind of knock off the snow off your boots as you walk in. And you can see Marta's kind of running around still and just trying to in a flurry of activity of people leaving for the day. And, you know, because she's had actually a few guests come in from maybe working in the mine.
But it's only like 10 o'clock or something.
Yeah, it's like 11 or 12. So she's busy in that transition period where she's got to clean rooms and prep rooms. And
hi, Marta. Sorry, did I catch you at a bad time?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just a little busy right now. Are you guys staying the night, or
we're just passing through?
Okay.
I just wanted to stop in and say hi.
Well, thanks. Yeah.
Quincy had something he wanted to say.
Quincy, I left outside.
It's like, you guys doing okay? You guys?
Yeah, we went up to Lonelywood and we were able to kind of help them out. You know, they were having a moose problem, and we took care of that for them.
And it looked like this. Can I show her the moose?
I left him outside. Sorry, I'm sorry. Smoke, could you just wait outside?
I'll wait by the fire.
I'm trying to have a moment here.
I'll be over here by the fire.
He got jewelry the last time he saw her.
It's true.
Quincy took his run. Now Maximus is going for his.
So do you...
At least we know this one's single.
If memory serves correct, she's really young too.
She is. She's a teenager.
I know.
Thinking everything.
Remember that you're a priest, you're a bard, not a priest.
What is with him and priest?
You gotta stop feeding him scotch.
She runs a inn and she's a teenager?
Well, her dad's here, but
Oh.
her dad's not in great condition. He's bedridden.
I'll walk up to Maximus. I'll just whisper in his ear.
It
Yeah.
wasn't even me this time.
I need like an audio spike to look for this.
Says a lot.
That's where we cut back in.
Yeah.
It wasn't even me this time.
1 hour and 35 minutes. Writing it down.
Yeah, she's like, you guys. Oh, you did. That's so helpful. I'm so happy that you guys you helped them up there.
Yeah. Okay.
Experience thinks Maximus is going to start backpedaling.
Maximus is a little bit embarrassed upon learning her age. And
The collar's kind of tight right now.
Yeah. I'm going to. Where did you say your dad was? I'm going to.
Well, he's in the other room down the hall.
Okay, good. I'm going to leave now.
You hear us from here.
Maybe I'll see you some other time.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheers, Marta. Good to see you again.
Good to see you, Marta.
So confused.
I was hoping we were here for food.
Because it's lunchtime?
Yeah.
We have good berries for that.
Did you mark off a spell slot for casting good berries?
No, I haven't cast good berries.
You guys are hungry.
Good berries. No. We're in the town. Let's go have lunch.
No.
We need to burn an hour. We only spent 5 minutes there.
Hey, they got bacon here, don't they?
Yeah, let's go to the inn on it's the other side of town.
This is the place that had bacon. That's where you got your pocket bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do need more bacon.
But there's a
You
tavern.
ironically got
The
the
blue
pocket
clam.
bacon from the east side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was from the east side.
Correct.
Oh, I thought it was a
Small
blue
bacon?
clam.
No,
Did I
No,
smell
you
bacon? No.
No, you didn't.
but we can still get food from the
Yes,
other
you
place.
could go to the blue clam.
Let's do that.
Yeah. I liked it there at the blue clam.
Yeah, another 20 minutes goes by as you kind of hike through the town over to the blue clam. You can see a few people out.
Do I see
Go have
any?
lunch.
Do I see any dog sleds out front of the blue clam?
Oh yeah.
Is there a magical wagon?
There is no magical wagon, thank you. There is a dog sled, but only a single one.
Okay.
It looks dwarf sized.
They all look the fucking same to you. You guys open the door into the Blue Clam.
Yep.
And you walk in.
Probably
and
lost
ding,
something like-
ding,
ding, ding, ding, ding, ding. I have to remember his name.
Oh, I have it in my other book.
Quinn Casbrow.
Oh, yeah, Quinn Casbrow.
Yes.
That's his name. You open up the door and you can see there's a couple people over to the left side having a bit of lunch, and there's like another 2 people on the other side. And Quinn looks up. He's like, "Oh, Maximus and the Miners, you're back already.
Hey,
yeah.
Quinn, how you doing?
It's good to see you guys.
It's been a couple days.
It's been a few days, yeah. You guys traveling through this shit outside? My goodness, it's coming down out there.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty good with these snowshoes.
They're just called snow.
I got a sled.
Yeah, I can remember you guys so clearly now. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sled, snowshoes.
We killed this
Big
mighty
cat.
beast. And I hold up the moose.
Okay. Uh-huh.
That's
Maybe-
just an image of the moose that we
Yeah,
killed.
yeah. Obviously, I know
he's
what a
big
moose
and
looks
white.
like. White, you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His
Do you have any
name was
white
Knuckles.
paint?
Nope. Certainly don't. You guys need something? Do you want a bite to eat?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you
we're
got on for
food
lunch
and-
special?
Kind of boring. Here's just knucklehead trout and some stew
Come on,
today.
bacon.
No, it's not.
No bacon.
No bacon.
This is smoked knucklehead.
No, we can.
Is the stew hot?
Yeah, it's
I'll
hot.
have a stew.
Ironically, it's smoked knucklehead trout in the stew.
Cool, that'd be awesome.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
And a mead.
and a mead. Everybody else having a mead?
Oh, yeah, have a mead.
Yeah, me.
Ponto, you got this one, right?
Do you have any goat's milk?
I covered this
Five
morning.
drinks.
You covered lunch, right?
Sure.
Okay, good.
2 gold for everybody, and you go sit down, and I'll bring it all out for you guys. Thanks.
Okay, no problem.
Kind of looks at Ponto. 2 gold.
Sure. I'll reach in my bag, grab 2 gold pieces, and them all.
He's like, "Oh, I really like buying from you because you give me 2 gold instead of."
Just think of the copper bag at some point.
Can I read lips?
No, you can't.
Damn it.
You don't have the observant.
Yeah, you have to have the observant feat for that. You don't get that till next level.
I rage.
Your tab is going to go up if he starts breaking things.
Calm down. Calm down.
So you guys are sitting at your table. Quinn comes over with a big platter of stews and meads and starts handing it out. And he's like, we were really happy with the show last time here. The people have been talking about it for the past few days. It's been quite nice.
Oh, really? Maybe we should do
No.
an encore.
We're leaving. We have to go.
Oh,
You're leaving still?
well, it's lunchtime.
We're leaving now.
Oh,
I'd like
maybe
to
it's
leave
just a
the-
short one.
Why don't you stay and do a show, and the rest of us will go?
I mean, we usually do the shows at night. That's when the most people come in.
Yeah.
If you're leaving,
I guess
next time you're here,
next time. Yeah.
we'll catch you, Maximus. Really.
And I'll call to Smoke. I'll say, Smoke, come over. The food's ready. Because, Smoke's obviously sitting over by the fire. Because
Straight to the fireplace.
where there's smoke, there's fire.
Oh my goodness.
Every episode.
We gotta get him on a boat though.
Smoke on a boat?
Smoke
on the water.
High in the sky.
Oh my goodness.
See, I told you
That's
it's time for a short one.
That's actually my last name, Fire in the Sky. No, it's Don.
So you guys eat your meal. It is very satisfying. It is a thick cream chowder with smoked knucklehead trout, roasted potatoes with a bit of right seasoning and enough salt.
It's the stew with knucklehead trout or the knucklehead trout.
Yeah.
That's your choices.
Yeah.
Any bacon bits?
They just cooked, boiled some potatoes and some vegetables, and then you just cut a piece of the fish and put it in, or you could have it all in a pot together.
You can have it separate or together. Yeah.
So you guys finish your meal, and you guys bid Quinn farewell. As you
Gotta say, this is the best inn in the area.
Yeah, Quinn, have you any sign of Torga?
No, I haven't seen Torga in a while.
Oh, just wondering, what the word on the street is.
Yeah, no, I haven't heard anything from her lately.
Okay.
Last time I saw her, she was, here.
Okay.
She obviously didn't go north with you guys, I assume.
No, we didn't see her.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if we could just go to here and go straight across.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
How dangerous can it possibly be?
Yeah, there's no reason why we need to take a road.
It took us only 2 hours to go
If you had find the path.
So 2, 4, 6
That's
hours.
a, 4th level spell or something?
Yeah.
And then just go 2 hours straight down off of the road. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
I think he's.
Definitely we could be at
We
Bryn
could
Shan
probably
Planet.
even see it from the road there, because it's such a big community.
Yeah, the lights along the town.
Lights.
I'm-
By that
I'm
time it'll
definitely-
be dark.
I'm sure that on the map where it says Bridgehander is not covering a gigantic ass mountain
Yes.
between the roads.
Yes. Or
It's probably the reason that
or a village of Yetis.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, we got a guy named Yeti. He can take care.
what could possibly go
I
wrong.
can speak Yeti.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even a language in the player's handbook, but I can speak it.
It's true.
Every sentence starts out with, "He's okay."
He's okay. How are you today? He's okay. My wife said.
It's okay if my wife died.
Now we're learning your backstory.
Wow. That was
It's
a rough
okay.
hit. It's okay, my wife died.
That's hey, you want to come to the bar?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys leave as you're making your way out of Turlemaine. Yeti, I presume you're leading the group again? Or are we
No, Smoke's leading.
abandoning fate and letting Smoke lead?
Yeah, Smoke's got this one.
I got
think.
this.
Can we stop for 1 second? Can I ask a question sort of outside of the game?
Sure, yeah.
When you initially described Turlemaine, you said
Yeah.
that it was picturesque,
It is.
that there was woods to the west, that there was wizards' towers and smiths.
Yeah, I remember the Wizard's Tower.
Let's go to the Wizard's Towers. Fuck the Smith.
Have we honestly gone by like blacksmiths that I could have talked with?
And Wizard's Towers?
Son of a crap.
No, there was no. It looked like the way they were buildings were fashioned. They were like picturesque towers, like wizards' towers, and it looked like Smith's buildings.
Okay.
It was all an illusion.
No, it was not. That's just the way it was
It was
worded.
beautiful. It was
Picturesque, even.
Yeah, it was. It's one of the nicer towns you got told.
But
When
no
it's
Wizard's
not,
Towers.
Why did
So
I
it's
write this
Banff.
down and not attempt to go to a
Yeah.
It's got like the fake front on the buildings.
It's
Yeah.
It's not
Banff.
that faux front.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bryn Shander, but hot dog.
It's Greenwood. It's got like the one nice street. And then you can
So you guys are walking down
Strapping
the road,
on the snowshoes.
strapping on the snowshoes. Smoke is leading this trek.
I am.
Okay.
Bitch. I'm assisting him though.
Okay.
We'll cast guidance.
You'll boop him for guidance, so you'll roll survival with advantage and guidance. What could go wrong?
It'll be 4, maybe 6.
I can only hope.
I put on my
I
blindfold.
rolled a 17 and a 1.
Oh,
So I'll take the +1, so that's 18.
Okay.
Or no, so it was 18. It was 18 previously. And
Okay.
then I'll add a D4.
I thought you were
So
good at
dirty
survival.
20.
you only adding 1 to that.
He's not that good.
So you
Yeah,
roll a
did it
dirty
only have
20. I don't know.
You're proficient, I think. You keep telling me that.
No, I must have rolled a 15, and then it went to 18. I think.
Oh.
You did roll a 15.
Okay.
Yeah, 15 plus 3. There we go.
Where
So
was
dirty
I?
20.
Here, we getting like that.
This came that way.
Trend.
Yeti, I think
So
I'm
you
starting
guys
to
are
figure
walking-
out this crazy land.
Cars like that.
For like the first couple hours, the trek is going by pretty well. Ponto, you want to roll a d20?
Boy, do I?
Oh no.
That's a 14.
That's amazing.
Oh no.
Dragon.
Nope.
Multiple dragons.
Dragon eyes.
White move.
I see a set of full plate armor on the side of the road.
Yes.
No.
But it's not halfling size though.
No.
That's okay. I can work with it. I only need pieces of it.
You can make it smaller.
Shit. I get to roll another dice. Oh, fun.
Ooh.
You can make a card piece of it.
You know, the joy that comes over your face when you roll for
Oh, they're fucked now. Oh, this is
Yeah,
gonna be
so
good.
about halfway through, you guys are still on the road. It's still snowing pretty good. It's definitely slowed down for sure. Up ahead, you kind of see what looks to be some like humanoids. There's about 6 or 7 of them up ahead, but you can definitely see them on the road because you can see their outline in the gear off the stark white snow.
What
It
is
looks
there?
like there might be trouble
look
ahead.
Wagon or
Do I see any?
beefy looking.
They definitely look tall, but
Or
No
they're
dog
coming
sleds?
towards us.
they definitely came like off the middle of nowhere. They looked like they were like walking through wilderness and they got to the road.
Maybe we should just stop and kind of hunker down and see
Yeah,
what they do.
wait a couple 100 feet away.
Sure, yeah, you kind of like pull off to the side. Do you stay on the road still?
I'll turn to Quincy and say, "Do you want to build a snowman?"
I take the snow and I shape water so that the snow covers me.
Oh. So now we have a snow pile on a shield.
With a
No,
moose
like
on top.
a wall of snow.
Okay.
There's a wooden moose on top of him.
I'll create a minor illusion of a snowman.
And I'm
I
just
can
pulling
hide in my snowman. He can hide in
and I'm just pulling a snowman around on a sled. Looks great.
And Smoke's like, where did you guys go? Are we stopping? Or what do we need? Okay, good.
Yeti, what do you think about them over there?
I'm gonna cast create bonfire in front of me, 5 feet in front of me.
Unmush.
So you create this fire and you're kind of like starting to warm up.
Yep.
Yeah.
It doesn't stay 5 feet in front of you. You like have to sit down.
What do you mean?
Like it's not like it travels with you.
We're not moving anymore.
Okay,
Stopped.
But you're in a minor illusion. It doesn't move,
but my snowman doesn't melt either.
but it doesn't move.
No.
So I think we're stopped.
Okay, good.
Mine can actually stop it.
How many of these figures do we see?
No, stop
There's
there.
definitely a good
It's a 5 foot by 5
half
foot
dozen
chunk.
at least.
Cube. Right, doesn't-
And do they look regular sized, or are they like very large, or
Some of them look bigger than others,
Oh.
but they're not awful.
How far away are they?
They're about 100 feet away. down the
Is
road.
there a battle map?
Any dwarf-sized ones?
No, they're dwarf-sized ones.
Are they moving towards us?
You can. I can roll a
From-
game with advantage now.
From inside the snowman, you're calling to them?
Behind it.
One of them, the ear, like
There's a bonfire,
starts turning
so-
his head. He's like, and you can kind of hear this, like this weird chittering language going on.
Well, they
that
probably
none of
see
you-
the giant bonfire too.
and they kind of like are calling back and forth as you guys see the pack start to slowly.
Are they regular gnolls?
They are definitely regular sized gnolls. I was so happy you guys rolled for regular gnolls.
Oh.
So you guys see a pack of them approaching. We probably should roll initiative.
Or we probably should.
Oh boy.
So what is your guys' marching order into this? Smoke obviously was up front.
I'd be beside him.
Quincy was right behind me.
Near him,
Yep.
anyway.
Well, how long was it?
How long is the rope? Wait a minute.
50 feet.
That's true. It was a long rope.
5 foot rope.
20, I'll put you 25 because
I
you
thought it
looped
was
through
like
back
47
then.
feet.
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeti was up front as well.
What are
Ponto
these
and
gnomes
Maximus?
wearing and carrying for weapons and stuff?
Yeah, we'll be in the middle there.
See, I
I
got
guess.
these gnomes here.
Those are wonderful. Unfortunately, that won't work for Gord's either.
Well, fuck Gord.
He made his choice.
Yeah, he chose against us.
You can still put them on top of those characters.
Well, then they're a little bit small.
Me too.
I also ripped the shield out from underneath Quincy.
What? It's 25 feet behind you.
Yeah, I rip it out. Give it a shove, a pull.
He does it with gusto.
He just pulls the rope real hard.
Yep.
It's like pulling the.
Why don't you just
tablecloth
drop the
out.
rope?
Huh?
Why don't you drop the rope?
Why? I'm
He
gonna
wants to
use the
split.
shield. Damn you!
You know what you should do is use the shield on the end of the rope as a weapon.
Just spin it around.
That's what
Yeah.
That's what a
I'd take
barbarian.
all of you guys out.
Well, then run forward 25 feet.
Every enemy or every person within 25 feet takes.
No, only the
damage.
enemy is 25 feet away.
Yeah.
The other
Okay.
one's just hit by a rope.
Ponto, what did you roll?
7.
Maximus.
20. Dirty 20.
Ooh, dirty, so dirty. Yeah,
Yeti.
just like that teenager. 18. Sorry. I was getting excited.
Quincy.
It wasn't me this
Well,
time.
Yeah. It wasn't.
Smoke.
Well, I'll finish
Mine
you
was
off,
somewhere
Ray,
else.
because I got a dirty 22.
22. Okay.
No, a
20 as well.
I got a dirty
Oh,
20 as
22.
well.
Who's got the higher decks? Who's got the bigger decks?
I got
I
a
have
12.
3.
12 decks.
So you go first.
Maximus's dex is bigger than yours.
He's a barbarian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's pretty minimal barbarian.
It's because when I rage, all the blood goes to my other muscles.
He's a dex barbarian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
his
he
dex
doesn't
is
have
higher than his strength.
His strength is the same as his dex.
No, it's
Yeah.
lower.
No, they're both 12.
Oh.
What the fuck are your stats?
Odd.
know.
It's not good.
I put all my high number on Constitution.
Well, that makes sense, but I mean, how shit are your stats?
Yeah, he rolled.
Yeah, well, actually, everything's 12, 18 con, and then an intelligence is shit. So I'm pretty average.
So you're really leaning into the roll.
Slightly above average.
Yeah, he's pretty stupid.
I think if I ever play a Tabaxi or a Leonin, I'm going to be a hairless one. Next time.
You already do.
You already
play
are.
I know, but next time I'm going to be a hairless cat.
It's still a possibility.
We can still glitter
Yeah.
you up.
I got fireball.
Almost happened. didn't it?
Too soon.
Okay. Maximus.
Yes.
Don't just Gord being
Pretend there's like
mad
about
that
another
one day for some reason.
50 feet between you and this pack.
Between the
as you
big
kind of
windmill
like-
and the
Another
fireball,
50
he was just
feet.
like, hey,
Yeah,
you
because the map isn't that big.
Okay. Well, if there's that much space between us,
Yeah.
and I'm in my minor illusion
Snowman.
snowman,
oh god.
I can't fucking see my name there. Oh, I'm way back there. Okay.
You're way back.
Okay.
the minor illusion lasts for a minute.
Oh god.
I'm gonna stay in my minor illusion snowman.
It's gonna be like the invisibility last fight.
Pretty much.
Sounds like it. Okay, so Maximus is staying in his snowman.
Yeah.
Smoke, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna yank on
Wait
the
for them
rope
to
so
come
the
down.
shield comes towards me.
Yep.
And he falls in the snow.
Does that mean it hits Ponto?
Yeah, it probably takes him out too.
I don't think Ponto could be standing there.
Actually, they're 75 feet apart already. You're actually not bad for spread apart. I just counted.
Yeah,
so that's
that-
about right.
10, 20,
Ponto wouldn't be standing right on the rope.
60, 65.
You can use the tool.
I just can't squares.
Okay, well that too.
So yeah,
That's
pulled
65 feet apart.
I pulled the shield towards me and armed myself.
With Quincy still on the shield.
I'm taking the shield.
So your action
Barrel
is
or something?
So you've got to make like a strength, like you got to make an action because you're going to toss Quincy off.
Yep.
Okay, so
And it's gonna
make an athletics check then.
on the map.
Sweet.
Is Ponto in the line?
If
Like
Ponto is well,
he would be
couldn't
over one
standing on the
square.
line, right?
A 6 + 3.
Quincy, you want to make a strength check?
Hold on.
It's better than whatever he rolled.
Yeah.
-2.
Still better.
16.
Oh
Yeah, so tries to grab the shield and you like take your cane out and just kind of like clock him right in the side of the head. He's like,
I just hold on.
wow.
Quincy got 15 feet of free movement.
Yeah.
that's
25
my
feet of
action.
free movement.
Yeah, that's your action.
Okay. And then I'll just run forward.
I'm just gonna
30,
summon my snow elemental.
35, and I'll bonus action
Like
rage.
you're not in your snowman anymore.
Okay, sounds good.
Or no, that was on the shield.
That's my turn.
All right. Yeti, you're up.
Deception, man. Deception.
So they're 75 feet away from me currently.
Yes.
I'm gonna move a 20-foot cube. I'm gonna move up to get these 4 guys here in a fairy fire.
You're gonna move up to get
Because it's 20-foot cube. So
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20. So actually all these guys.
5 guys.
Or if I move up more, if I move up like 20 feet or something, I could probably get this group. All but 2 in
Nice.
a fairy fire.
6 guys.
So how much far
I need to
are
be
you
within
moving up?
60 feet of this guy. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 30. Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Okay.
good there. I could be 10 back, but I'm happy to be there. I'll cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
That's a dex save PC 14 for 6 of them.
They all pass with an 18, a 17, and a 15 plus stats.
There's 6 of them.
But there's 6 of them. You have
Yes, I know. I put them into groups.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Okay, fuck you.
I mean,
Yeah,
that
fall
means
into the
that
water.
if that 1 to 3 failed, you would have gotten 3 with 1 roll. That's not bad.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
okay.
good. But you didn't.
Yeah, but I didn't.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
I will cast Shillelagh.
Okay.
2 spells in 1 turn.
No, it's a
It's a
cantrip.
cantrip.
Cantripping.
It's the only other bonus action thing I can do. So that's good.
No 4 and 5. Let's see how this fucker's gonna move first.
Oh, I
Yeah.
totally-
You'll see these 2 at the end kind of like take off to this rock to the side to spread a part of it after you start casting spells. Both of them will pull out their longbow and notch 2 arrows. One of them for sure misses you with a 4 plus 3 for a 7 to hit. And the other one was a 16 plus 3 for 19 plus you. Yes, Yeti.
Yeah, 19.
Okay. So that is 9 points of piercing damage as that thing just collides into your frame.
I'm going to use Stone's Endurance and reduce the damage by all of it.
Oh, perfect.
Ooh.
So you see Yeti just flex all of this muscle, and you see the arrow just like hit, and then just you can see it just stick and then fall to the ground. And you can see them; they're kind of like calling to each other in this weird chirp and yip. 1 through 3 are up next, and they kind of rush forward towards Smoke. Okay. You'll go here. And you see 3 of them attack you, Smoke, with their. There's actually they try and bite you. That's what they'll do. With there's an 11, a 14, and a 23.
AC 15.
So one of them hits you, and whoa, that's awful. You take
twin spell on cast.
for 6 points of piercing damage as these teeth dig into
I would
you,
think so.
but you get to reduce it
And then you
by
could
half.
potentially roll.
3 points into my temp.
3 points
I
in
would think
total.
so.
Yeah,
Because it's a single target by default.
Yeah.
and so the last group of gnolls is up next. And you see these 2 kind of like go off to this side and they notch some arrows and they try and shoot past everybody to the back row. One will be targeting Ponto and one will be targeting Quincy since he had all the snow knocked off of him.
Is Maximus and Ponto on the same square right now?
No, they're right side by side.
Okay.
It goes Quincy, Ponto, Maximus.
Okay.
The one that hits Quincy is a natural 20, and the one that hits Ponto is a 23.
Oh, Jesus.
I thought it was like Quincy between 2 snowmen.
That's the name of the new book.
Oh yeah, Ponto between 2 snowmen.
You're going to look
Quincy,
like a Calvin and
you-
Hobbes snowman soon.
Quincy, you take 11 points of piercing damage as that arrow hits you, and Ponto, you take 2.
Good thing those temporary hit points. Thank you.
Lastly, this larger pack, this gnoll, steps up and he runs up to Smoke as well.
Smoke show.
Yeah, since he can't reach the other 2, he will make 2 attacks at you, Smoke, with his glaive. Another natural 20 and a 21 to hit.
Oh my.
Oh.
I'd like to use my reaction.
Okay.
This regular gnoll.
This is not a regular gnoll. This is definitely a larger than regular gnoll.
Oh, this is a larger than regular gnoll.
Yeah.
Then I will say to him, how are you the leader? And I'll use cutting words.
Okay. Are you going to do it on the natural 20?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, it's still going to be a natural 20.
Okay, but I'll be able to reduce the damage.
Yeah. Okay. Just check.
Yep.
10.
Saving throw. Or...
No.
Mine is just it happens,
It
and
just
I get to reduce the
happens.
damage.
Yeah. So for the natural 20 is 16 plus 3 for 19 points of regular slashing
That
damage.
would take me out.
-4.
19
That's not even half,
minus
is it?
4 is 15.
Divided by
So you
2.
get 7 points of slashing damage, and the second one hits you for 5. And now Quincy is up and Ponto, you're on deck. That
Okay.
is a nasty section of gnolls. There's 3 of them all right in a row.
Quincy is going to twin spell Chaos Bolt.
Perfect. Roll them double 6s and let this thing bounce.
Do it.
It's in sage advice that you can definitely do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So
it's a single target spell.
Yeah,
Uh,
except for when it isn't.
Chaos Bolt. +6 to hit. We're gonna target the big one.
Yep.
And
Which
the one's
is-
closest to me.
So the two in a row right here, or the one on the other
Oh,
side?
okay, I'll go on the other side.
One on this side and one on the big guys in the
Yeah,
back with
yeah.
the crossbow.
I'm gonna use lucky.
Oh no. Is there a 1 in there?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna use 2 luckies.
oh Jesus. This is everything. Oh no, Jesus. Okay,
You still got one more lucky, man.
How many?
I'll use
You
another
got
lucky.
6 luckies or how many lucky?
I got 3 luckies. I use my last lucky. Oh, there we go. 17.
You're
The big guy.
gonna hit on 1.
Yes.
So which one hits?
The big one.
Okay. We'll let the big guy get hit.
Oh god.
I can't believe that was like rolling 11 damage.
Fuck off. I knew you were going there already.
You rolled 2 1s and then a 2 and a 3.
I rolled 86. I got 5 1s.
I know.
Okay. So it's 2d8 and the d6. No doubles. But I got large numbers.
We cannot lie.
I like large numbers.
7.
The other brothers cannot deny.
Baby got
So what
crazy.
was the lowest to hit?
The lowest to hit.
Yeah.
8?
Didn't even look at
Yeah,
it.
it didn't even look.
8, I think ish.
Yeah, I think it was 8 plus 6.
Nope, that misses.
So whatever.
It's close.
But the 17 definitely hit.
Yeah, the 17 definitely hits.
So
the
I
big
did
guy.
15 points of damage,
Yeah.
and it is. I don't know this here. Choose one of the 8. The number you roll is the die determine the attack
Type of damage.
Okay, I'm gonna do 8 or 7 here. I'll do psychic.
So
Because
the
that
bolt
flavors
hits
to
him and he like kind of screeches out in this high pitched yep as he grabs his head and just shakes it off. Is that everything for you, Quincy?
Yeah,
How many sorcery points did that cost?
I think it cost me 2. Yeah, let's check here.
And all you're lucky. All in
All
one.
of my
No,
luck.
it's just
Also,
a
bringing
huge-
up the rear.
Huge.
Blew your load.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying something, and I was hoping it was going to turn out good, and it fucking didn't.
It could have been.
It could have been. Just let the bard handle it. It's fine.
Yeah, he's hiding in the
Ponto.
back.
Maximus, you're on deck.
Mm-hmm.
Ponto's gonna grab out the blacksmith's and the hammer, and he's gonna tinker with the van brace a little bit, and it's gonna extend past his hand, and that gem leg note is going to happen, and we're going to lightning launcher.
Lightning launcher, that means you're in infiltration mode.
Yep. Um,
He has to be, or else we'd leave him behind.
It's a true story.
He doesn't walk fast enough.
Oh, Quincy's going to move behind that rock there.
Okay.
We're gonna lightning
Pardon me.
launcher.
Go, get me the
One
fuck
of,
out
one of the
here.
guys that's like
Further.
flanking smoke.
Or can I move for it? I don't know.
That's good.
This guy? Or
Yeah.
this guy?
Which
One
one?
one or the other. One of the flanks.
Okay, so you're just gonna shoot one of them?
I'm gonna shoot one of them.
Okay. Do you move to get there or do you need to move?
No, I have a range of 90 feet.
Okay. So you just stay in the same spot?
Well, I am going to be moving forward.
Okay. You'll be
Yeah.
shooting this guy.
Over towards this sort of covered thingy.
Yep.
Whatever that is. I definitely do not hit with a 8.
To hit, no. This little ball of energy goes flying past.
And that's my turn.
Maximus, you're up. Smoke, you're on deck.
I take this damage from this large knoll, and I just let out this huge roar.
Maximus is first, and then you're on deck, Smoke.
Oh, Maximus. Sorry.
Oh, good.
I'd like to
my
run
moment.
up. I'd like to run up behind Yeti.
Right, Yeti.
That's 20 feet of movement to get
Yep.
there.
Yeah.
Keep going.
No, I'm gonna stay right there.
Push forward.
Nope.
Shitty forward.
I'm not staying there. I'm just staying there.
That's fine. I'm going to say, Yeti, this is your moment.
This is the moment.
I'd like to use Bardic Inspiration and
Yes.
give him a D6.
Okay.
So you inspire Yeti with this. It is the moment for Yeti.
This is your moment. Seize the moment. And I'd like to
I'm Yeezy.
I'd like to cast Bane
Burn.
on
Okay.
I'm debating whether I should do it at second level or not.
I'm the big guy.
I want to cast it on all 4 of those guys.
You should cast it on all 4 guys.
You only adopted to the dark. I was born there.
Why not?
Okay.
I'm gonna cast it at second level.
Sure. It's a wisdom save, right?
Yes, it is.
What is the DC?
13.
Okay, so the first 3 fail. And the big guy succeeds. He rolled an 18, but everybody else rolled a 12, a 10, and a 5.
And what was that? Was a charisma saving throw?
Oh,
Probably doesn't matter,
it
but
did not matter.
this is charisma.
The charisma is worse than the
I thought it
wisdom.
might be.
But the big guys is okay.
Okay.
The other 3 are not so good.
And the big guy on the map is the red. You said.
Yep.
He is this guy right here.
Yeah.
I'll make it easier. He's this one.
Yes.
Different than everybody.
Oh, okay. There
He
you go.
looks smaller now.
Whatever.
I'm less scared of him.
We can do this.
Yeah, we got this.
Okay, that's my movement, my action, and my bonus action. And we'll give you the bard die.
Okay. Smoke, you're up. Yeti, you're on deck.
The damage I've taken from this large dude just pisses me off, so I do a huge, daunting roar.
Okay.
So everyone within 10 feet of me succeed on a wisdom saving throw, DC 14. I'm choosing all 3 except for the big guy. I can
You're
select which
singling
one.
him out?
I don't want him to run away.
Okay, so these 2 here succeed in their save, and the one down here kind of starts trembling a little bit. And do they have to use their movement?
On their turn, they have to. They're frightened of me until
So
the
they
end of my
have
next
to
turn.
run away? Or they just
no, they
can't
have
move
disadvantage
closer?
on their attack, and they can't move any closer.
Okay, so they can't move closer.
Yeah.
They definitely can't move closer.
Correct.
We know that already.
So it's your bonus action to do your daunting roar.
That's right. So now I'm going to grip onto my great axe, double-handed, and just swipe at the big knoll.
Okay. Yep. Swing away.
Oh, it's almost there. An 11.
11 plus, or is it 11 total?
That was 8 plus 3.
Yeah, no, 11 does not hit. You swing wide past, and he takes the glaive and just like knocks the great axe aside as it hits the ground in the snow, as the snow sprays up. And you kind of see this yell come out from him.
I gave him a furrowed brow.
Is that everything for you, Smoke?
That's all I can do. I'm not moving.
Yeti, you're up. And we're in the knoll pack.
I'm gonna cast Moonbeam in this area.
To get the back
So it'll
to.
get these back to the big guy and the little
Okay,
dude.
yep.
And then on their turns, they'll roll con saves.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move up to right here. And turn into a direwolf.
Ooh!
1 5-foot square backwards. Over here.
No,
Right here.
towards you.
Right there.
Or
In flanking.
there we go.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Thank you.
flank it.
Nice.
I'm just trying to stay away from the big guy.
Yeah.
Flank
I'm
it
gonna
like
let
I pulled the
Smoke
road.
take care of the big guy.
Okay. So
And that's it.
okay.
Then I'm a
So
direwolf.
The two gnolls up here, they re-notch their bow, taking aim at the new threat of a dire wolf approaching.
Big target on the back.
He's probably got half cover with those people, eh?
Yeah.
From these guys, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Are they up on top of the rock?
They're kind of perched there, yes. A 16 and a 19 to hit.
Yeah. Those both hit, I think. Yep.
All right. And
It's amazing how some bad rolls can really fuck you.
Yeah, you could have killed a couple of these guys already.
So both of these arrows hit you, impacting for 10 and for 9.
Jesus.
Which you can reduce.
No.
Nope.
What?
You're not a raging direwolf?
What? I rage. I'm just mad.
Yeah. These 2 arrows pierce into your hide,
But you can shake it off.
but you can shake it off.
Still his endurance?
No,
You
that's
already
once
did
per
that.
short rest.
Direwolf endurance?
Direwolf endurance.
What if I can't find my character sheet? Then I don't have to write down my hit points.
Absolutely.
It defaults to 1.
I can still cutting words it because I'm within the 60 feet of Yeti.
That's true.
I don't have to be within 60 feet of
This is
the.
better.
Correct.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'll save it.
It's only 19 hit points.
I already gave him inspiration. He doesn't need
Yep.
cutting words.
So that's the end of their 2 turns. They don't move from their perch up there. The 3 gnolls surrounding Smoke all swing away.
At disadvantage.
Just the 1.
Yes. No, they just roll a.
Oh, they're
They
frightened.
roll a D4.
There's
No,
only
they're
one.
frightened.
Only one is frightened. Thank you.
Oh, I thought all 3 of them were frightened.
No, just one.
I tried all 3.
So
But they're all baned.
yes, and I'm just going to add 18, a 17, and a 17, all -1. So
17, 17, 16.
17,
Yeah, they
17,
all hit.
16 to hit you,
They all hit.
and
Well, I guess 2 of them have advantage, right?
yeah, that's all right. Thank you. The spears go out as they try and cut through your armor. Oh, Jesus. 6 and 5, and another. Wait, no, that was
Jesus.
6, 4, and another 3.
We're going to need
13 divided by 2. So 6 points of damage goes through.
I need a crit.
I just howl in pain and rage.
Yeah.
48.
I thought you were already raged.
Oh, he's
I
definitely
am.
raging.
Okay, good.
And this-
Don't tell me you're just raging now.
This large gnoll
Must be close to dead.
switches over and stays within range of the wolf and moves behind it.
He's got temporary hit
I
points.
get a attack of
You
opportunity.
get an opportunity
Oh, I
to
forgot
attack
about
with that. Go ahead.
Damn right.
Write them down already.
They're written on the character in the D&D Beyond, but now I have wolf hit points.
Fuck. I didn't hit him.
Okay. Yep.
And temporary hit points transfer to wolf?
We need somebody
Yes.
with bless
Okay, so I used
so that smoke can actually hit something.
Does a 21 hit you, wolf form Yeti?
Me?
Yes.
You gotta remove
Yeah.
the D4 from the Bane, right?
Yeah, the big guy didn't get baned.
Yeah, he didn't.
I'm not even going to get to attack as a wolf.
Why? And then a 23 to hit you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, didn't have much AC.
Yeah. Oh, I rolled awful. 10 plus 6 for 16.
I'll cutting words that one.
Okay.
I'll say, what exactly are you?
So 16 minus...
Minus 4.
So 12. Now we are on to Quincy with Ponto up.
Okay, Quincy's going to cast Chaos Bolt again at level 2 on the
Are
big
you
guy.
moving out of cover to do
yeah,
so?
I will do so. I will move
5,
around
10.
to there.
There you
yeah,
go.
yeah,
Yep. Jesus.
That's a heavy
Thing
die.
is insane.
yeah. 17 hit.
Yes, absolutely.
So 20 points of damage. And
Wow.
I'm going to pick 3 or 6. I will pick poison damage.
Yeah, this bolt hits him, and you see this sickly green energy kind of overcome this large knoll as he starts to cough and like pukes up a bit of blood. He's kind of holding his gut as he's kind of like limping a bit now.
And I'll move back behind that boulder again.
That's COVID.
Yeah, he's got COVID.
It's that green sickly energy.
It's not Chaos Bolt, it's COVID Bolt.
COVID bolt.
Ponto, you're up. Maximus, you're on deck.
It's a bad idea.
Do it. We need it. We need you to do the great thing. Use the
5,
pencil.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet
Oh no,
Oh
to be
no.
up here.
this seems like a bad idea.
Area of effect.
You're getting too close.
Lightning bolt.
He's a fighter now.
And then I'm gonna tinker with the Van Brace a little bit, and I'm gonna cast Tasha's Caustic Brew in a 30-foot line in front of me.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
You're gonna
It's
kill
getting
me.
spicy,
You're gonna
guys.
kill me and
Spicy.
Okay. All right.
So dexterity saving throws from that entire line of
Okay.
5 people.
Uh-huh.
I got this.
Uh-huh.
What the heck?
Wow, that was a journey.
That'll
there.
pass.
That's good.
it's
15
11
for
for
that.
me.
Yeah,
Did you say 11?
Is it safe?
You get advantage on dex saves though when you see
Yes, I
something. just
do.
to do yourself, right?
Yes, I do. Thank you very much.
Yeah, he does.
Barbarian.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
So I re-rolled. I got an 11.
So the first knoll in front of you definitely fails, but the other two got 16s.
Cool.
Don't they have to bane those saving
That's
throw
why they
rolls?
need to.
Oh, you did it. Okay.
Thank you.
I'm just like, gotta make that bane stick.
Nobody
Bane
remembers
stick.
Bane or Bless ever, except for the guy that casts it.
So that's why I gotta bring it up.
It's like Bardic Inspiration.
I like the idea that you have that dice and I leave it
Yeah,
sitting
and you're
right
like,
there.
what the heck is this? This isn't. I gotta
Yeah.
give it to you.
All
It's
right.
not part of my set.
So yeah, at the start of Smoke's turn and the one that got
The first
acid on
one,
it,
yep. So the first two in the line.
So at the start of their turn, they will take 5 points of acid damage.
Oh gosh. Okay.
And I don't get to half that, do I?
Nope.
Nope.
You do not.
Can that be removed by
You have
using
to
an
take an
action?
action to do it.
To wipe it off.
Right.
Shake it off. Okay.
I said it was a bad.
Maximus, you're up.
It was a good idea.
Okay.
It didn't hit me. It was a good idea.
Smoke, you're on deck.
I'm like, yes, dangerous.
Pulling my sock off my tail to wipe off the acid.
No, it's not your turn.
It's not your turn yet,
No.
but that will know.
No, I
what
know,
you're
but
doing.
I'm readying a sock.
Maximus is going to run up to this point right here.
Okay. This guy.
hmm
And wipe the acid off me?
I'm going to use my action to wipe the acid
Oh,
Smoke?
off Smoke.
Okay.
A nice rub down.
A nice quickie.
You'll throw some snow on that acid and dilute it down.
Yeah.
So that's your action.
That's
to
my
do that.
full action. Smoke.
Bardic Inspiration of some sort.
I've used them all. Burned them.
My turn?
Not quite.
Um,
He's thinking about something.
You've
yeah.
got a bonus action.
I'm thinking about a
You
bonus
Have
action.
Some kind of boner.
Push me out of the way
Yeah.
before Ponto fireballs all of us.
Lightning bolt.
No, I'm just going to.
You're supposed to have danger sense.
But I can only roll 11s max,
We noticed.
and that was real dice that time.
I'm going to. I know it's terrible, but I'm going to use a healing word as a bonus action.
Okay.
Terrible.
It's terrible because I ran up to him. I could cure wounds him, but I used my action to clean him from the poison. So I'll cast healing word as a bonus action.
You can expend spell slots to heal yourself in animal form.
Not very efficient though. Better off
Plus
losing your form and just breathing.
3.
Wild shape.
Yeah, plus 3. So 5 points of healing. And
We're never gonna succeed if
Because I'm raging.
No, they're not.
No, so I've reduced
And I
you
can
taking
AH
5
for
points of
reaction.
poison damage, and I've healed you for 5 points of healing.
Consolidated 10 hit points from me.
Yeah, hopefully that's enough.
Thanks, Maximus. Thank you, Maximus. That song is playing right now, actually.
I can't hear it, so it's great.
Yeah, but it is playing.
I'm gonna actually hold my ground right there.
Okay. Smoke, you're up. Yeti, you're on deck. And then we're into the Knoll pack.
I'll draw a sword.
Okay.
Perfect.
Ponto, you have to use your vast knowledge.
Yeah. Well, Smoke's up first now.
Knowledge.
Your knowledge.
Smoke,
Your
you're
vast
up.
knowledge.
Get an inspiration for that.
No.
I tried. I'm gonna smoke the guy to my south. With my
The one in front of you, the one between you and Yeti, or the one between you and Ponto?
The one next to Maximus.
Kill the pack.
Okay.
So actually, I get advantage on that.
Yep, you do because Yeti's there.
But I'll take the 13 because I can't roll. I rolled a 13.
That's what we need to fix. We just need to fix Gord
Is it
rolling
13
dice.
plus something or just 13?
It was 13 total.
He's probably rolling digital dice right now. This is the problem.
I've been going back and forth.
Did you roll with advantage?
I did. I rolled a 13
Yeah,
and
that's
a 3.
13. Yeah.
Oy, oy.
His
A 10
advantage.
and
roll.
a 3.
Yikes.
Plus 3.
Oh.
Do the big whiff.
Fuck.
Gord, you need to send me your mailing address. I'm gonna ship you some dice.
Yeah, I need my dice that I left there.
Yeah, the sharp one.
Oh, yeah, it's the weighted one.
Yeti, you're up, and then we're into the Knoll pack again. Okay, I'm going to attack the same
No,
one.
I'm going to move because I don't trust Ponto.
You're going to move?
Yeah, I'll take the op.
Okay.
Attack him up.
Yeah, he'll take it with advantage with his spear.
Okay.
16 to hit.
That it's.
Trying to take my advantage away.
And then
Well, you can flank with me.
I
you
can't
take
because I'm a wolf,
4 points of
but we have to be
piercing
in a straight
damage
line.
divided by 2 for 2 points.
I get an attack of
No,
from
he
the
gets
big
one
boss.
guy. Don't you
From the
get
boss.
pack tactics?
Yeah, I can do it,
There you go.
but he doesn't know that.
Yeti, you're up.
I'm going to attack the guy beside Maximus,
Yeah, okay.
and we'll see if I need my bardic dice or not.
You get pack tactics wrong. Advantage.
Oh, there we go. To hit. 22 to hit.
Oh, absolutely.
Crush that thing.
This is just a regular dude.
Regular Knoll.
Good roll.
14 damage,
Jesus.
and he has to make a strength saving throw. DC 13 or be knocked prone.
He rolled a natural 20.
Is he
He's
still alive?
Bane, though, isn't he?
That's true.
Ooh.
So it's still a natural 20 plus -2 plus 2.
Okay.
He's still alive?
You did what? 14 points of damage.
Yep.
Yeah. He is very wounded.
Oh, good. I'll finish him off.
That's their turn.
Is that everything for you, Yeti?
Yeah, I don't have any bonus actions.
Okay. The two.
Is the healing a bonus action?
I don't know that.
I
The
may
two
heal
up top notch another arrow, and they point at Ponto this time.
Do you have
because he's up
potion?
top. Wow, that's an awful roll. A 10 and an 11 to hit.
Definitely dodged them both.
As these two arrows foop, foop into the snow beside you.
But you have armor and like a vambrace. You can just be like,
No, I only have a vambrace.
yeah. So you can
And
be like,
garbage leather.
you could Wonder Woman that shit.
Uh,
I'm going to use a bonus action to heal it.
sure, yeah.
I cower down in the snow.
The three gnolls, one takes a swipe at Maximus with an 18. What we gotta do? -1. For a total of 21 to hit you.
That hits. Come on.
For max damage of 8 with the spear.
Maximus damage.
Maximus damage for you.
Okay, I take
And
that
then-
damage.
The two other ones turn to smoke. The one definitely misses, but the 19 minus 3 for 16 to
That
hit you.
hits. Too bad I didn't have a shield.
Ooh, for another Maximus damage of 8 divided by 2 is for 4 points of damage that got through.
Yep.
That is
But through
the
my
big
muscles.
pack. The leader is gonna swipe down at the wolf again. One is an 8 plus something, which won't hit you, I assume.
Is this the leader?
No.
It's the one on the
That
back.
is.
Yeah. So a 13 won't hit Yeti.
Nope.
Okay, but the other one will. And for 8 points of damage,
Still alive.
Quincy, you're up. Ponto.
Quincy's
You're on
gonna chaos bolt this guy here at level 2.
The one in front of Maximus.
Yeah, he's almost dead. I was gonna finish him.
Not no more.
Where are you? You're way over here. You can't even
move
see
me out here.
him.
Move me out here. And then I'm gonna attack this guy.
He goes out from behind the rock. Maximus is in trouble. I need to save
If he's
him.
almost dead, I'm gonna target this guy.
Great.
Oh.
A 9 does not hit it.
No, it doesn't.
Quit using my dice.
What was that?
Gremlins.
Something upstairs.
One of my kids.
Do you stay out there, Quincy, or do you move back behind your
I
rock?
move back behind my
Oh,
rock.
brother. You're creating a trench in the
You can
snow.
take an arrow. You should take an arrow.
Why would I take an arrow?
Because I don't want to.
Yeah, you want to provide
Ponto, you're up.
another target
Yeah.
so that you can take some damage.
No, I don't. I got next to no hit points, man. I got 14 hit points.
+6.
More than me.
No, I lost my 6. I got hit right away.
You lost your 6?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ponto, you're up. Maximus, you're on deck.
Do it again with the
Oh,
caustic
you're
thing.
gonna do it again, aren't
Do
you?
the thing again.
Do it again.
Come
Thank God
on.
I moved. Thank God.
I'm
I
the only
moved.
target there.
Yeah, do it again, Ponto.
Do it. Do it.
No, I just have another really bad idea.
It's not concentration.
Oh,
It's
God.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
yeah, it is.
Oh, it is?
It is.
Yeah.
What's your other bad
If you
idea?
want them to keep taking
Have
damage.
they been
Yeah,
taking
if
damage?
Only one of them got hit.
No, 2 of them.
Yeah, one was smoke.
Yeah.
And the other one was this guy.
Has he taken?
Did he take
He
a
took his
turn?
damage.
So he took
damage?
5.
He took 5.
Mm-hmm.
But he next turn he takes another 5, right?
If he keeps concentrating.
Did he?
Well, all I have to do is not cast another concentration spell.
Right. Yeah.
Did the
So I
guy?
can cast another spell and do something else really stupid.
Oh.
Okay, do that.
Did the knoll wipe the stuff off? Did the Knoll
No.
use his action?
The Knoll did not.
Ponto, you know there's a couple of knolls by the rock, not near any allies.
But these ones are in a cool line.
Just think of how Smoke treated those townsfolk.
He is just a sucker for the line.
Yeah, I know.
You know this about him.
Oh yeah.
As Smoke looks at me with this like caustic stuff dripping off of his face because he didn't get all of it off.
Okay,
I'm gonna
okay,
go over to
but
the
you've seen the movie Shrek with
little
the cat with the big eyes. That's what I look like right
Yeah.
now.
Puss in
No,
Boots.
I'm Puss in Boots sizing
I'm
you right now.
right in front of one of the archer knolls.
Right here.
Yeah, no, directly in front, like
All right.
right there.
Because if you go here, you get line each.
I'm gonna go right there, and then I'm gonna cast Thunderwave.
No,
So
right there. Yeah.
Are you 5 foot?
that's a 15-foot cube.
Okay.
One of them.
That's another deck save, I think. On save, sorry.
That is a 12 and a 14.
So the 12 fails.
All right.
Takes 2d8,
Ooh.
which is 10 points damage.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
And gets pushed back 10 feet.
Into the rock and takes more damage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rock damage.
He takes an extra 6 points of damage as
Ooh,
he hits his
nice.
head, and he slumps to the ground.
Oh, nice.
You rocker.
The other one takes half as much damage and is not pushed, so 5 points.
Yeah, so there's only one of them there now.
And
Are
I
these-
think,
Are these other two over here doing anything?
Yeah, they're shooting as
can
well.
I move another 5 feet towards him to get within melee?
You want to go here by the rock?
Sure.
Okay, yeah. Maximus, you're up.
Okay. Ponto, how you looking? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Well, I don't know.
My
With
wife,
your
needs
superpowers, your armor or whatever.
More batteries for them for my lucky light because she doesn't have a fucking clue anything in my shop, so where they are. Still no power.
Really?
That's like
I mean,
we've
you look
never
at
had a
me
power
and
outage
there's
that
a sense of panic, the fact that
my
I've
fridge.
damaged my friends just as much as everybody else, but
Mhm.
I'm
long.
fine.
You can't
Mhm.
imagine that it would be out like this time of night usually.
Okay, well, I think I'm
Except
just
for
going to
you,
stab
yeah.
the guy in front of me
Okay.
because he's looking pretty weak, and I like to pick off the weak guys with my sharp, pointy rapier.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll stab at him. Where's my...
That's what I sound like when I drink alcohol.
Ooh, that's only a 10 to hit.
That misses as you swing wide.
That's not good. Mm-hmm.
It's creepy
aye,
driving through
aye.
Glenmore right now because there's no lights anywhere, and the lights, the street lights are off and stuff.
Thunderwave all of them.
Mm-hmm.
You should have.
I know I should have. His dangerous.
Oh, this
It was
is
a
bad.
con save. He could have made a con save.
It's the one thing he's
I'm
good
gonna
at.
have to start moving up.
It's screwed up.
What Gordon said.
I don't know.
He's got
I
the
didn't
pussy
even
boots.
get this guy. I gotta do something here. Okay, I'm going to bonus action healing word smoke again.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have 2-weapon fighting? Do you have like a dagger you can shank him
I
with?
do have a dagger I could shank him with.
That would be your bonus action.
It would be the bonus action or I could have smoke. No, you're probably right. With the dagger, I could bonus action stab, try and take him out. Because my intention was to take this guy out, and I missed. So probably I'll swing around with the dagger. Smoke will be fine.
Okay.
That is 16 to hit.
16 hits. You don't need to roll any damage. You kill him.
Nice.
You had 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Well, I have a D4 plus 3. So
I look at Maximus saying he did all the damage to that guy. That's pretty impressive.
Smoke, you're up. Now, Yeti, you're on deck.
Okay. I'm going to take a poll on digital dice or real dice.
I don't care.
Poll? Always real dice.
Digital dice for sure.
Oh.
Yeah. That's 1 and 1.
Digital
Real
dice.
You're split.
Yeah.
You're split. You have to make the break.
Okay. We're going digital.
Ah!
Hey, a 19.
19 hits.
I'm
Which
gonna
one are
kill
you hitting? The one
The guy
in
to
front
the
of you or the one below you?
the one below me.
Okay.
I got +2 to damage with my rage. Oh, 11 +2 for 13.
Oh my goodness, you swing into this guy and you cleave into his shoulder and bury the axe. You rip it out, the blood splatters up.
No more for me.
That's my turn. I'm not moving.
Yeah.
Getty, you're up.
Container's gonna go.
Yeti will attack the big guy.
Okay, yeah. You do not have advantage because there's no ally within 5 feet, unfortunately.
Oh, I missed.
Okay. You
Why
snap
don't you
at
move
him.
to the left?
He dodges out of the way.
I'll move behind him.
You're gonna
Go
like
around him and go behind him.
ka-chunk.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay, yeah, sure.
And then I'll heal myself again.
Okay. Noel at Ponto drops his longbow, pulls out his spear. Actually, I'll see what he does. Yeah, he pulls out his spear, and with a 19 to hit you
Absolutely.
for 6 points of damage.
Ouch.
The two Knolls at Smoke swing at him. One with an 18 and the other with a 9. We'll see what the 4 for a 14 plus
So that one
4.
takes damage, right?
Oh yeah, the one takes damage and crumples to the ground.
Nice.
That's right. Thank you. I forgot that he had damage still.
Even before his turn, right?
On his turn, he takes damage.
At the beginning of his turn.
Yeah.
At the start.
So how much
Yeah.
damage is that?
I was just gonna roll it. 6 points of damage, half to 3.
Okay.
Slowly.
Yeah.
Getting nickel and dimed.
Yep. The big guy turns around and swings into this wolf that's in front of him still
It's kind of cool
with
the light
two
damage.
13s plus 5 to hit you, so 18, I assume, hits the wolf.
18.
Yes.
18 to hit you, Yeti. Plus 6, so 15 points of slashing damage into the wolf. How's that wolf looking?
He's pretty ragged.
Okay. The two archers off to the back end turn to shoot Maximus
Mm-hmm.
with a +3, so a 19 and an 18 to hit you.
Yeah, those both hit.
Oh, awful damage though. 5 points of damage total between the two arrows.
Wow. Okay.
I roll super low.
That's good. That's fine.
Quincy, you're up.
Okay,
Ponto,
Quincy's
you're
gonna
on
move
deck.
to where this dice is here. One more.
One more.
Yeah.
There. Okay, and then he's gonna chaos bolt this guy.
Guy all the way at the back.
Straight
This guy
line.
here. This guy.
Clear shot.
Clear shot.
I get advantage for that.
No.
Oh, 20 to hit,
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
and 13 points of damage, and it's
Is it chaos time?
no.
Ah.
Lightning damage.
As his bolt hits him and the electricity sparks up, he jitters and he kind of like he's staggering back. He's like smoking a bit from like this lightning that jumped up on him. Ponto, you're up. Are you okay, Ray? You look real tired.
I'm good.
Okay.
Is this a large rock?
I mean, it's a bigger sized rock, yes.
Can I climb up?
4 minutes past
5
your
feet
bedtime.
forward?
I was up at 4:30 this morning. Yeah.
So you just want to climb on the rock?
Working in Armada is draining my life away.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
And then we're gonna try it one more
Been there, done
time
that.
and cast Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Okay, so I
Straight
need to
ahead,
make...
so the two of them a
I
deck
was
save.
just thinking to myself, do I bother getting up on time? Because I use my watch to wake me up. But if there's no power at my house, I just take my watch off and just get up whenever the fuck I feel like it.
16 for one and a 10 for the one at the back.
So
I wasn't able to make. Normally, I make my
If
lunch.
There's no power in there, right?
So on his turn, he'll take 3 points of
Well,
damage.
there was power there.
Okay.
Was there?
Yeah, at least when I left it. The power had gone out at my
That's
place
fine
before
too.
I left.
Okay, Maximus, you're up.
But it was super windy out there. There was no lightning out there though.
Okay. What?
Climate change.
Okay, I'm
It's the end of the world.
Fake news.
I'm not having any luck here. I think I would like to confront the leader. I'm going to step nose to nose with the leader.
Nose to nose and toes to toes?
Yep. I'm going to look him in the eye.
Yep.
I'm going to
Oh no.
I'm going to look him in the eye. I'm going to say, oh, hang on.
You fucking dick.
I'm going to say roses are red, violets are blue. I've got 5 fingers and the middle one is for you.
Oh, Jesus.
Mine was better.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. He rolls a 4. Plus nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens now?
And he falls prone and laughs at my
Kind
joke.
of hear this weird cackle and high pitch screech as this weird beast starts to laugh and chuckle at this odd joke.
You had to step in front of him and do that?
Nope. That was just for you.
Oh.
So now he's prone, so you would have advantage anyway.
Yes, but
Flank.
hopefully he'll attack Maximus instead of me.
We can't attack these.
Can he use his bonus action to stab him?
You can attack from
He
prone.
can attack from prone.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah, it's
that was
disadvantage.
Tash's
He's incapacitated though.
hideous laughter. He's incapacitated.
Until we attack him.
Correct.
Mhm.
So that's
Up
everything.
It was more about
Yeah,
sizing him up.
Yeah.
looking him in the eyes and telling him,
Should we be leaving that guy till last now or just keep going on him?
it's up to you, man.
Okay, I'll keep attacking.
He just gets to make another save. It doesn't mean he saves.
Makes it with advantage when he
He
takes
does
damage?
make it with advantage.
But is he baned?
No, he's not.
No, he's not banned.
Still a wisdom save.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
Everything
stand
for you,
there.
Maximus?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I can't do any bonus actions.
Smoke, you're up. Yeti, the wolf, is on deck.
Yeah,
Are you
you
on
like
top
a
of
wolf.
Ponto? Sorry. Did you
The
go
guy
on
to
top?
my south. I will swing my
Yeah.
great axe
Yep,
with
go
my
ahead.
digital dice
Never fail.
for 17.
That hits.
See?
That is 3 plus 2, 5 damage.
And you cleave this guy in half as he falls down, dead from the beatings that you have inflicted upon them.
It's about damn time.
Here. Can't see you.
I know.
And then I'm gonna move.
You can move yourself.
Yeah.
I don't have to move you. It's great.
I'm moving right there.
Not that.
Yeah. Perfect.
I'm not gonna move there because I see where Ponto is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Yeti, you're up.
I will attack the prone guy on the ground.
Okay, do it so with advantage.
Well, he does anyway. He's got pack tactics.
Yeah, double advantage.
19 to hit.
That absolutely hits.
See?
That is +4. That is 7 damage.
Okay. You
Oh,
bite down.
6 damage. 6 damage.
Okay, all right. Natural 20 for the save. So he stops laughing on the ground, but he's still on the ground.
He has to make a DC 13 strength save or be knocked prone.
It's already.
He rolls a 2. He's prone.
It's already prone.
Don't you get a bonus action bite if he's prone?
No.
No?
Why not take it?
Okay, sure.
DM's giving it to you.
Yeah,
I'm just asking.
yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah, I
right.
think I remember that.
No.
Okay.
That's, the crag cat gets it
Yeah.
with the.
So the knoll that Ponto is fighting takes a spear, and a 9 doesn't hit Ponto.
Nope.
We are
Wonder Woman that one away.
we're losing the 1, 2, and 3 because they're all dead. We're up to the big guys. They will flank around Smoke, and both of them will take out their spears. Yeah, 18 and an 11 to hit you, Smoke.
18 hits.
Okay, only one will hit for 7 points of damage, half to 3.
And one of those guys took acid damage. Right?
Yes, they took 3.
I thought it was 5 acid damage.
That was the last round time. And the big guy gives 1 to each, 1 to the wolf and 1 to Yeti. The 1 to the wolf is a 11 to hit, and the 1 to Maximus is a 18
Hits.
for 10 points of damage.
What?
What are you talking about? This is the lowest he's done.
Okay.
10 points to damage.
Yeah, I'm still up.
Yep. And that's his turn.
10 points is a scratch.
Quincy, you're up.
Quincy's moving to here.
'Tis but a flesh wound.
I've taken like
I know, you're a
70
cat.
damage or something.
Good guess.
You're a cat.
Okay.
I'm a cat. I'm a
And,
wolf.
You're a wolf.
He's going to cast Mind Sliver on this guy.
Perfect. That's a intelligence save. 12
That fails.
minus 2.
Okay. Takes 5 points of damage. As
Now he's got a headache.
a negative D4 to his next save.
And he grabs his head and falls down dead.
Dumbass!
You hear this scream erupt as he's grabbing his head, and he falls off, and he like flops and bangs his head on the rock as he goes down. And falls down dead.
You don't have to roll Bane anymore.
I know.
Okay. I thought you were rolling Bane for him.
No,
Okay.
he's not part of the one.
Okay, good. I'm just saying I cast Tasha's, which is concentration.
Is that everything for you, Quincy?
Yeah.
Ponto.
Do you have a ranged attack or no?
Yes and no. I'm going to run behind and flank with smoke there.
Okay.
Oh no! No!
They're on a line.
Puss in boot eyes! Puss in boot eyes!
Shaking and freaking out a little. I'm gonna yell, "By the might of Shinar!" And I'm gonna grab out my blacksmith's hammer and I'm gonna make melee.
Oh, awesome.
Because melee attack. That's not gonna hit. Nope. Absolutely not.
What did you roll?
A 9.
No, doesn't it?
I hit one of the dice with the other dice and it changed to a 17 and I thought about it for a second. With advantage, I rolled 2 7s.
Maximus, you're up.
Mm-hmm.
You rolled like Gord.
You rolled a 9.
Fine.
Mm-hmm.
Would 15 have hit?
Yeah.
Damn digital dice.
Maximus.
Okay, Maximus.
You're bleeding from this glaive that this warrior is whipping around and cutting you with.
I'm gonna cut him too.
You hardly got nicked.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight back.
Poke him in the eye.
Barely bleeding.
Just slap him.
I'm gonna fight back with my rapier that I'm wielding.
It's come to that. You're
I had the rapier out already. I stabbed the last guy, finished him off.
with the guy with the 1 hit point. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the big dog.
Yeah, but I get advantage.
This is the guy Smoke ran away from.
Yeah, but I get advantage. He's prone,
He still is prone.
and you're behind him.
He didn't stand up. He attacked us.
Doesn't
He
matter.
didn't stand up.
You're flanking.
Yeah, but he gets disadvantage to attack when from.
Okay, so 15.
Okay, so he stood up.
Oh no, a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
D8. Rapiers. D8.
Yep, D8
Yeah,
plus
D8
dex.
plus your dex.
Nice. 9 points of damage.
Nice.
Not bad.
It's more than I do.
Bonus action.
How do you want to kill?
Kick him in the nards.
No, I
Flip
just
its nuts off.
Nard attack.
I put the pointy end into the other guy, and I just
You just slide this.
I'm good at finishing him off.
It just like pierces right up
That's what
between
Barn says.
wrists and pulls out, and this gush of blood pops out and kind of splatters and plops onto the snow in front of you.
That's Varn's finishing move.
Splatter and plop. As he falls to the ground, just limply, as this glaive falls down with him.
Okay, and there's 2 left, and I'm gonna bonus action turn to those guys and be like, "Hey, you're next," and trying to like.
Sounds like Louis Anderson.
That we killed their leader.
Yeah.
If that makes them scared or whether they want to keep on fighting, give them the choice.
Yeah.
Put the ball in their court.
Great.
But I'll move right up to Smoke. No. Well. Yeah, I was thinking like to the guy beside Smoke there. How about that?
This one?
Yep.
Okay.
You want to move at the end of the line instead?
To get in a line? No, I do not want to get
I'm
in.
gonna move there.
Ponto's just drooling and salivating.
Smoke, you're up. Yeti, you're on deck.
Okay, well, I feel like I should kill the guy in front of Ponto, because if I don't, Ponto will kill me.
This is good. You got him shaking in his boots.
It's good. He knows his place now.
I'm gonna.
He will never again stand in a line with anyone else.
I will swing my great axe digitally
Oh,
with a natural 1. Is my axe go flying off and hit Ponto?
No, I won't be that mean.
You're flanking.
You
though.
hit Maximus.
Oh,
Did
yeah, I
you
am flanking.
roll
Advantage?
I do have advantage. Well, that's a bit better at 18.
Yep, that hits.
There we go.
6, 7 plus 2 for 9 damage.
Yeah, you cut into the back of this guy as he's facing Ponto, and he screams out and chitters in this weird hyena-ish.
Hyenish?
Yeah, for Knowles. And Yeti, you're up.
You can speak Hyenish.
Hyenish. I'm gonna go right here.
Wolf, you could run all the way around.
Yep, I got 50 foot of movement.
Oh,
I got
nice.
lots of movement. And that gets me not in a line with Ponto, which is nice.
And advantage.
And it gives me advantage.
Well, it just gives him pack tackle test.
Hey, it's all because of my advantage.
Yep, it's a good thing Maximus is there.
Yeah, your advantage.
That's 24
Yes,
to hit
that hits.
and 11 damage.
And you slaughter that.
I
Poor
still haven't
helpless.
needed
Even
the-
without the bard die.
I never need the bard die.
Fine, you don't get any
I
more.
roll 3 or I roll like 19, so it's like
And Yeti is finished for his turn.
I can't use that to damage, right? It's only
No.
a hit.
Yeah, just a hit.
I've been watching. I'm keeping
Or
an eye.
saving throws. You could use it for saving throws.
Yeah,
Then I'll
Yeah.
move.
Is that all of them?
I went
there's still one more.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Oh,
25,
okay.
30, 35, 44. I'll go right here. I'll go right beside the other guy.
Okay.
Circle around.
Yeah. He will see his opportunities dwindling here. He will take 3 points of acid damage at the start of his turn.
And just die.
No, and he will run away.
Oh, that's
Take
guys
3
are
opportunity
made-
attacks.
3 opportunity attacks.
And
He's
just
not going to
die.
disengage?
I'm gonna use my bardic dice. Oh fuck! Even with that,
You rolled a 3.
that's not hitting.
Yeah.
That's 11.
Nope, that doesn't hit. Ponto
14.
does not hit. Smoke,
Wish I had.
opportunity attack.
Yeah, which guy?
The
On
only
this
guy left.
He's running away.
Oh, yeah, I'm swinging.
Well, kill that thing.
I got advantage.
Yes, you do.
The 2 won't hit.
Oh my goodness.
How about a 14?
14 doesn't hit either.
I can keep in the bardic die.
Whiff.
So he uses his action and he moves.
He can't outrun me. I moved 50.
Yeah, and he takes off in 60-foot direction.
Can I get a shot at him with my longbow? Or my short bow?
Your short bow.
Who's next,
Well,
though?
Quincy's up next.
Okay, Quincy's going to move as far as he can towards him and cast. How far away is he if I move 30 feet towards him?
How close do you need to be?
60 feet.
You're within 60 feet.
Okay, I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on him.
Okay.
Jesus.
All your friends are dead.
You will be soon too.
You're running to your death.
What kind of
So,
save
wisdom
is it?
saving throw, DC 14.
He rolled an 18. He rolled an 18.
5.
Ponto, you're next.
We're gonna lightning launcher him.
Okay. Launch your lightning.
Nope, just no.
Why could it not have been a 1 instead of a 2? We rolled it.
Maximus, you're up.
Okay. Is he? I've got range.
Yeah, you can shoot with your short bow.
Short bow is 80 feet.
Yeah, he'll be there. You can still move 30, and then he'd still be within there.
Okay.
I'm moving towards it too.
Yep.
You guys are hunting this thing
Yep.
down.
We just
This
want
guy's
to
gonna
finish him
fall
off.
back.
We don't want him to go and collect
Go tell
other.
the gnolls?
Yeah, go tell the gnolls.
Go tell him on the knolls.
Oh my god. I rolled like Gord.
Okay, I've been hitting.
That's 7.
That does not hit.
Hmm.
Smoke, you're up.
All right. Let
My
me show you how
fingers
it's-
are cold.
Let me show you how it's done,
Oh,
Maximus.
my dice rolled already.
I thought I'd kill him.
Where is this guy?
We didn't take it. No, I mean,
He is like
18.
a good 60 feet away from you.
Let's roll the 20.
60
rolled
feet. That's him over here in the corner.
It doesn't matter. We'll do theater of the mind for here.
Yeah.
He's 60 feet away from you. If you can move, how much?
40.
I can throw. Well, I can move 35
Move
feet.
right up to him. If he moves away, you get an opportunity attack.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, so you can take your action and your movement and get right up to him.
Yeah. That's all I can do.
Yeti,
Did he go north?
he did go north.
So if he was 60 feet from Smoke and he was 55 feet from me and I moved 50. So I can be 5 feet away from him and attack.
Wait. Right? You got reach?
Yeah, 5 foot reach. Everyone does. I can move 50.
Yeah, he'd be 10 feet away from you then.
Double
Not if he's
move
60 feet from
around
Smoke.
him, and then if he tries to leave, you get opportunity
Okay.
attack. Anyway.
Okay, so the wolf lunges forward
And
in,
that gives Gord advantage.
Advantage.
and you circle around behind this guy, and he is not looking great. He's looking at his options, and he
Poison damage.
takes poison damage.
Yeah, is
That's
this the
correct.
guy?
Yep.
Same guy?
He's still
Takes 3
taking-
points of acid.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
He
now that
is-
you've got him surrounded, you
Yeah.
can just talk to him. High knees?
Chinese.
Oh, no.
Oh man.
What did you say?
Hyenish.
Whatever. High knees. This works.
And he will run away from you two. So you
Jax.
both Smoke and Yeti can get
With advantage.
an opportunity attack with advantage.
Oh.
Fuck off.
Put those dice away.
I miss. I give up on life.
What's
Oh,
good?
I got finally a 22.
Yep, that
Nice.
hits.
There we go.
Big damage. Big money.
Oh, that's pretty good.
He's going to
14
die
damage.
from acid next turn.
I hope so.
Yeah, you
14
cleave
damage.
this guy and kind of cleave half of his neck as you bury the axe into the center of his chest and kick it off as he falls to the ground, and the snow and blood-filled field turns quiet as the road to Targos remains for the next episode.
Search the bodies.
Yep. Make the body clean.
We'll pick it up at the next episode.
Because we will remember to do that.
Yeah, totally. We
Yeah,
always
right in my
remember
notes.
stuff.
You gonna summon your best friend next time?
Somebody will pick up the glaive.
Thanks for listening to Perilous Pursuits. Be sure to check out our website at perilouspursuits.com for new episodes, news, and other information. In the meantime, go give your Craig cat a walk, give your owlbear a big hug, and go play some D&D.